Just hands, because they have the new gesture in like Live 2D, correct now? Sweetheart! I need a teach you. Mm-hmm. I've noticed that. Sometimes, cause like every time when I like get into your streams, I'm like, oh yeah, I've been streaming. I'm all excited, and they're like, okay, like, okay, pues, I'm gonna spot. I'm like, where were you going? Why are you leaving? Mm. Mm.
It's muted. There we go. My OBS decided to like I always auto like mute it, and then I was like, oh no, I just started streaming, and it has my side muted.
Alright, I've been on my starting soon for a while.
Yeah, I just kept mine up this time. I just threw it in because I was like, why bother?
Are you able to get? I'm sorry to like kind of interject, but are you able to get in?
Oh wait, is there a world
so,
joining? Oh whoops.
Yeah. So join world should be like friends world, and the password is bun, all lowercase, BUN.
Oh, I thought it was two N's. Oops.
No, just one.
Sweet. Yeah, because I think I stopped playing this game. I don't know, because Streamlabs stuff, and I think is for me at the moment, like it was easier to bypass Streamlabs stuff to do different platforms at the same time. There was a bug in the system that I could exploit, so I don't have to pay them. And I was like, ah, yes, I could totally do that. However, once the whole like drama uncovering, I was like, so that's why they were trying to hang on to me and stuff like that. Cause I didn't know I was subscribed to them for a little while in the past. Cause I only said it for 1 month because I did it for Christmas, where I used 3 different platforms to do Christmas stuff on.
Yeah.
Which I thought was fucked up, but I still got my money back at least. I was like, bro, I didn't even realize it. Please don't do that again. Cause I guess they switched up the bundle packs or something like that. All I remember was like it was about like $5 when it first had the subscription model, and I was like, $5 is easy, slap it down. But not anymore. But yeah,
$5 is a lot now.
And then yeah, but now like I had to learn my ass off on OBS, and it's like I had to redo all of the alerts again, like redo the majority of them. I had the most fun with the donation stuff, which is like the voice thingy, the TTS for the donations or the subs and stuff like that. And that's when I started to not mix, but like mix sound alerts, like raids and stuff like that. I snipped out like different portions of like stuff that like I put it in the category of meme music, and then I just mashed them together, and I was like, I like the sound. It's perfect. Ah. But yeah. And sorry, my Raft is doing the whole I'm not responding, but I'm responding, and I'm at 69%, and I'm like, god damn, that's perfect.
Oh, so what a time to end.
Yeah, pretty much. And then of course, like the whole thing, I put it to the side, but I'm still trying to learn. horrible when YouTube decided to remove dislikes because I was trying to learn tutorials to code a bot on Discord.
What you do you use Google Chrome or
well,
internet?
Chrome, yeah. I mean, Internet Explorer is there, but I just I'm like, how
we don't
do you
use that.
yeah,
No.
I'm like, how do you uninstall you? It's like I just want to get rid of you to have extra space for like my videos and stuff like that.
Because now with Google Chrome, you can actually get like an extension, and you can like download the like likes to dislikes again, so you can like see it.
Yeah. I was so, but when it first happened, I was like fucking shocked.
Oh yeah.
And like before the whole extension came out, and I was like, oh, thank goodness. But yeah, but somehow I did it thanks to the comments section helping out as well. Because I look at the comments for some of them, and I was like, okay, I think I fucked up on one line, just one line. And it helped out tremendously. And I was like, I have the bot ready, but I hate the fact that I have to have programs up in order to keep the bot itself ready. And I was like, oh darn.
Oh, I know that feeling. I have a bot in my channel. Well, not my, it's in my Discord, and it's called the Stick Bot, and I have to always have a program running for it to be on.
Right. And I'm like, well, not only that, but like my whatchamacallit? My laptop, I always like using laptops because I move around and stuff like that. Or I would say before pandemic, I move around a lot. Oh yeah, it at least the encoder isn't dying, but the game wants to die for me.
Oh dear.
It's
If
alright.
it's too much, we can like switch to something else.
It's alright. I miss Raft anyway. Actually, I went. I decided to go into like Raft creative mode because I was like, instead of just playing the normal survival game by myself, because it's so fun and relaxing in and of itself, I wanted to check out what was creative mode. And I was like, oh my goodness, I could see like what I could do with like Raft tools and options if I were to ever use it. Which is also pretty fun. I think I should probably lower the settings for Raft. Yeah.
All right, let me know when you're ready.
Like it's slowly coming forth, but not really. And I'm trying to figure out. Okay, so where are my lower settings? Because it's been a hot minute. Oh wait. Oh. Not the help center. Ah, sweet. Alright. Graphics. But anyway, yes. Oh, fuck! What did I do? Ah! Oh yeah, the help center.
I believe in you. I believe in you. You can do it. Support it. Support it.
Look, this is half of the time it's technical difficulties. I swear.
Support it.
Oh dear.
Sorry, what?
Oh, is it here for the resolution?
Alright,
oh wait, this is window mode. Oh, whoops. Oh dear. Alright, how the... Oh, sweet. Okay, there we go. I need that 30 FPS instead of 60. Why? Why does it always go to that? Anyway, I fucking remember how I enjoyed making the raft itself and just having like the animals and stuff like that. It almost looked like I made a whatchamacallit? One of those cruise ships.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really funny. But at the same time, I was so stressed out because I wanted one thing to open, and one of my goats, I named the goat Satan, and it decided to like walk out on me, and I said, "Say no," because it was gonna drown itself if it went forward. I still love that moment, but I never went back to Raft after that because the whole like Streamlabs overload with it.
Yeah.
But so far OBS hasn't said anything about the encoder dying, so I'm glad. I'm still pretty sad.
Progress.
Ah, shit. Okay, I understand. And basically what's going on is I have my thing in window mode because I like window mode a lot more than full screen.
Oh yeah, I'm exactly the same way. The moment a game is in full screen is the moment I'm like, you're dead to me.
It's not bad, it's just
Feels weird.
yeah. Ugh. So I'm just like fixing my resolution now because I'm like, God damn it. I thought it was gonna make it better. It just made itself worse. It's like all I wanted was at least 30 FPS. But yeah, it's just mainly I got the best core, but I don't have a graphics card, so that's how I fucked myself over.
Oh. Yeah, no, that's an issue.
Yeah, that was a me issue when you don't look at the description of something and you just look at the title, and I'm like, oh cool, I can buy this. I could definitely buy this. But yeah, big sad. I guess just fast, since good isn't doing well. Oh dear, come on, don't die on me now. But anyway, yeah. Because of the fun fact, it's like if I have OBS turned off, like the game itself goes smoothly. One of the games that I like to play that I will celebrate when I get the tower as soon as I penny up, basically, is playing the game again and showing how fast it is in compared to the 4 FPS that I'm using. Because I had the game up.
4 FPS? Oh,
I have the game, like, I had the game up, I had OBS down and stuff like that. I was in a Discord call with somebody and I was like, let me show you the actual game in all its glory. So I had the game up, I had a second game up, I had my VTuber avatar up as well, and they were like, so this is the actual game. It's like, yes, it's a fast-paced game, but OBS decides it would be slow as fuck for no reason. And die, basically. And I didn't realize that a Core i7 was fucking, like, amazing for a lot of people. But then then I tell them, oh yeah, the graphics cards is this, and they're like, no.
The main turning point. It's like, ah yes, very good. And then you tell the graphics card, they're like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yep. Okay. I'm gonna do a test. I'm doing this at 4 FPS. I put it in a better. Well, I say better, but not really. Nah, it didn't go that far either. Baby steps improving the whole thing. Maybe just for the fun part, I'm gonna check the whatchamacallit. I only have 4 windows open.
Oh. My stream immediately broke. What happened there?
Ooh.
Oh, I can fix this.
Yeah, I'm not the only one with tech issues.
Yeah, my stream broke as well. What did I do? Well, this is great. This is just a broken stream today.
Yes.
Oh, that's why. I fixed it. I fixed it!
Oh, I don't have my video editor up in the background. I mean, it doesn't. It says 0% CPU use, but I'm surprised that it's there. Okay, you get out of the way. And yeah, my whole thing says 98% CPU usage, so that's why it's like...
Jesus Christ, okay.
Literally, the thing that says 50% is OBS Studio for no reason. And then everything else is like 1%, 2%. Discord at the moment is like 5%, and then OBS is like 50.
Hearing those numbers bring me pain.
I
don't know how you survive.
I try not to think about it. I say, I try not to think about it. But sometimes on a good day, the CPU decides not to be an asshole. On a good day.
On a good day only?
Yeah. I was surprised, or... Yeah, I was a tad surprised when, what was it? I was playing a completely different game, testing out, like, the FPS on it, and it went well. And usually I only go down for like an hour or so, or like an hour or two, because I fear that the laptop itself would go like, okay, an hour is enough, we're gonna break the entire stream, because it's happened before. If only my mouse could move, and I could stop staring at one spot. Oh well.
I believe in you, Vin. But I just want to let you know I started streaming.
Oh, cool. Don't worry. I have my second laptop and I already see it.
I didn't know what to tell you because you're struggling, and I was like, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah,
15 minutes on
I see both the Red House and the Purple House chat. I haven't been able to interact with them because I'm having technical difficulties on a Raft.
Alright, well, I'll start it with this. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Aya's podcast. This is Vin Zoomin. Okay, I call her Vin. Would you like to introduce yourself?
I am at 4 FPS at the moment.
And you're crashing waves.
I'm trying to hook stuff. It's like fish and stuff. I'm Vin. I like fishing games as well. They're a bit too addictive as MMOs, but I'll never get through them because my setup sucks. One day I will, just not today. What makes this even better is that the background music just sounds like something I would hear from like a K-drama. the piano, if it goes a little harder, it sounds like a revelation of like a K-drama moment, and I'm like, oh my god.
You're having the moment.
Yes. It's not new. It's a little worse, but it's not new. I think that's the funny part. Like my VTuber model, it moves fine. It moves fine as much as the tracking on my installed webcam can do. However, the game looks like it just doesn't want to cooperate, and that's okay.
If you want, we can switch over to just chatting. I don't mind switching if your PC can't handle it, because it's kind of a bummer, definitely, but if it can't handle it, just can't handle it.
Oh no, I'm too stubborn. I'm like, I think I can fix this. Cause if it doesn't say encoder overload or overloading, then it's chill. And I'm thinking like, okay, so it must be by the game itself. So I'm like, okay, I could so fucking fix this.
All right, I'm gonna believe in you. I'm just gonna watch your body just in case if it does die in game.
Yay!
And we can just enjoy this moment.
Big sad.
This is Vin, everybody. I love her. I'm gonna give you a little insight for my chat to know who you are. So this is Vin. This is the person who I talk about a lot, saying that they're a bunny and they can speak English and Spanish, and I learned Spanish from them.
Yeah, it It just took me like, what was it? Uh, uh, a lot of fucking years to be able to communicate again in Spanish because I only did it in a what was it?
Is Spanish your like not your first language?
No, it is. The thing is, I only used it for translating, so I never got to use it in a casual manner.
Oh, I
Like,
didn't know that.
okay, so there's this meme, which is really funny, and it's like dark humor wise. It's a recent meme where it was like, what was it? UK something, UK's prince or princess or something like that. Like prince or princess now knows 2 languages, and then the bottom text is like, oh man, so do a lot of poor kids know 2 languages, but we don't hear about that a lot, do we? And I'm
Oh
like,
yeah,
it hurts because it's true.
it very is true.
I'm like, yeah, it hurts because it's true, and I'm like, oh man. But still, I like their profile picture because it was about it was just like a it was like a Pepe like huffing copium basically, and I was like, yes,
I love those.
yes, that I think that's how it made it better for me basically. Wait,
Copium.
there.
I love that.
That's why I said it was like a recent meme. I'm like, I hope that one just never dies. It's just too precious. But yeah, it was mostly like helping out my parents with whatchamacallit? With translating like, what does this mean? Or what does this mean? Or what does this mean? Like in small sentences. And then whatchamacallit? And then in other stuff. To the point where I was like, I never really had a full-on good conversation normally in Spanish, and that's why I developed the stutter when I forget the next sentence, and when I try to express, that's when I move my hands a lot because they never tell me not to move my hands. So it was to the point where I was expressing through like hand gestures and stuff. I didn't know American Sign Language, but apparently that kind of helped a little bit with like a lot of other things when I was in the when I was at my very first job, and I was like, oh my goodness, that helped out a lot. But yeah, that was oh goodness, Raft, calm down.
Oh.
I think I hit something, but I hope it works. It's like, I think I hit something. I hope it works. I hope it's a little bit better, because if the encoder doesn't say overload, then it's doable.
We're golden.
Yep.
Also, you seem like a pro at this game. I've played this game enough times starting over. That's why. I wouldn't say I'm a pro, but it's just enough.
It's just Minecraft Water World.
It's just Minecraft Water World.
With the high-end graphics, and your only enemy at the moment is a shark, unless they have some whatchamacallit, like once you get to a certain amount of days surviving, they will start bringing out like the Kraken or like a mythical like creature and stuff like that.
We have Krakens in here? What the fuck?
No, but that would be a good expansion.
That would be, because they did add like like stingrays and like jellyfish, like just ambiance.
Oh, I love the turtles. I was like, oh my god, there's turtles.
But there's like nothing else. There's no other enemies.
If I can remember, if we call it an enemy, if we poke it a lot, it was like a pufferfish.
Oh yeah, no, they chase you. They chase you. They're enemies, straight up.
They're little balls of poison, but they're so cute, and you can wear one as a hat.
Oh my god, that's right, you can.
Okay, it looks like it's going good, I say. Maybe... I guess it's just the quality. if I toggle the quality. I know like once I hit the like stop streaming or like I shut down OBS, like everything would be fucking zooming. Oh, but I'm not gonna do that because I'm stubborn and I want to play. That, or I guess I haven't touched this game in like, oh, I guess it was like 3-4 months before I got my new or my updated model with feet.
With feet.
Yeah. There was some miscommunication with my artist mama when I told her like my first PNG, and so that happened. And then the second time around, I was like, it's even better. I didn't ask for the apron; it was just a bonus. But I was like, it's better, and I have what I want.
You got your feet.
Yeah, I saved. I saved up a ton of money.
Feet?
No, I have boots basically. We didn't go into more detail because I thought I think I kind of redundantly over okay, I think I can move. Sweet.
Oh my god, you're moving.
Sweet.
We have signs of life. Signs of life. Holy shit. Signs of life. Oh my gosh, she threw something. You're fishing. She's hooking things. She's hooking things.
Okay, so it's a big maybe. All right, so OBS is calming down, and I'm just gonna leave this here until I actually hook on to something. So that's gonna be pretty nice.
You're like, I don't want to touch anything. It works.
Well, I mean, I can, but it's like I can only see it after, like, I don't know, 5 minutes.
Oh my god. You're really stubborn. No.
I'm trying though. I only have. I mean, I'm at least pretty happy that the thirst and hunger thing didn't go to the extreme. It's like, man, I'm speedrunning, like fixing the graphics while I'm starving. It's like nice.
Well, we have some food. We have plenty of food now.
Sweet. It's like I just wanna throw fish and be okay. But yeah, the thing that I'm looking, or like the tower that I'm looking around for, it has good, what was it? It's pretty good, and also I've been lurking around like other streamers, because sometimes other streamers do help when they have their specs up, and I'm like, okay, I need to get
Learn
probably
from
that
them.
part of this. Oh yeah, basically. I think that's the most like, what was it? The most silent type of help ever.
What the fuck is this? What the hell is this? What is it?
What?
What the fuck? What?
Oh shit, that's a whale.
We got fucking whales?
I only saw a tail.
I was on it. I was on it. I'm like, what the hell is this gray beam? Am I dying? Am I crashing?
Oh no,
I
I thought we clipped through an island for a second. I was like, we're on another island? Did we just clip through it?
I thought I broke the game. Oh my god, what the hell? Oh my god, we have a whale. What the fuck?
I swear they should add like a DLC packet with all the other sea creatures. I would love to see, what was it called? Like if we have an island like the coral reef, just show like one of those ribbon eels making like cute ribbon stuff.
Oh yeah.
It'll be so nice. It will kill my PC, but I'm like, it's worth it. Or even better, the other than sharks, my second one would probably be like killer whales.
Oh my god. Yeah, maybe like if you like cohorts them, they can kill the sharks because killer whales actually do that.
Yeah,
kill sharks when they want
that's actually really funny. It's like I don't know what was in their minds, but it's like they just check out the sharks like they're like a chaotic neutral.
Mm-hmm.
in like the food chain, and I'm like, I don't know how to feel about it. Cause like the first time that I remember was like the whole SeaWorld thing, or like the those kind of thingies with killer whales, and then what you call it, and then like you see them actually out in the wild, and it's like, oh, this is completely different from what I remembered.
Oh yeah. I've
uh
actually never been to SeaWorld. I've always wanted to go.
I haven't been like nowhere except for like, school trips and such.
Mm.
uh but that's okay. I'll eventually vlog again and go like, yeah, I went here, fuck it. uh,
Flex on everybody. I've been here.
but not to SeaWorld. I prefer like the whole wildlife thingy and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
It just sounds cooler because it's like it's in their natural habitat. Unless it was an actual sanctuary, like some, what was it, like ocean sanctuary sound cool as fuck. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
And also, like, I just never got the whole. I did want. Oh my god, this was like a not a repressed memory, but like I forgot until I realized I had some merch, like some old forgotten merch in the basement. I was like, oh yeah. So basically, my uncle took me to a circus, and I never got the idea of the circus stuff. I think it was the most popular one, that was shut down like some other time ago.
It's something with bros, the Railing Brothers or something like that.
Yeah, something with bros. And I was like, oh yeah, we went there before. I just couldn't remember. Like, I guess it was cool, but I just didn't. I was like, I don't. I think my uncle looked a bit offended when I just casually said, I like the slushy. I don't get everything else, but thank you for the free slushy cup.
Oh
Yeah, it's like I can only remember his look of disappointment.
It's kind of sad because of how everything happened and why they were like, obviously they ended because of the animals, but it was a really good circus.
Yeah,
I've been there plenty of times.
It's like I don't like to me it was like surreal, but at the same time I think it was like somewhere around nighttime, so I gotten really sleepy.
Mm-hmm.
Like what was it, like a normal like what was it, like clock, like human thingy clock that my parents were doing.
Body clock.
Yeah, and I was like, it looks so fun. But I ran out of the slushy and the sugar high is crashing down.
That's it, guys. Vin's out. She's done. She tapped out.
And that was like kid me, where it's like you could have more energy and stuff like that. But then, if I can recall, I think like maybe the next day or something, it was like a school night as well, like an elementary school night. So I was like, oh no. I would say they weren't repressed memories, but they were what was it called? My like most of the happiest parts where I was like I think that's where like half of the entertainer stuff before the internet came on was like from my uncle taking me to places when my parents were like busy like with work. He was always like a side babysitter. Which was really funny, cause he I think he was younger than my mother for like a couple of years, and all that stuff. And he's the kind of person that is like a tsundere. He's like, it's like, remind me in the future not to have kids. In the future, when he's a little bit older, he has some kids. Yeah, or he what do you call it? Oh my god, it's the funniest part. He looks at a stray cat and he's like, I'm not gonna feed you, but have this.
Oh
And I'm like, I don't know what this trope is yet until I find out the weeb culture. But this is just funny. Oh goddamn it! I'm not even. Why can't I not reel stuff in? It's like I'm clicking, but it decided not to.
Does it just drop on the floor?
I think so. Or
like when you hold it down?
Oh no, when I try to like look up and then launch or something, it just doesn't want me to. So I'm like big sad.
Because there is a glitch to where if you join a world and you try to like hold it down, you throw it, and it flops right in front of you, you have to like throw the hook on the floor and then pick it back up.
Ooh, that
So see if that works.
That probably might be it. Wait.
It's a known glitch for like multiplayer.
Oh.
Hopefully you're able to hook things.
Oh, probably. Your uncle isn't wrong. I mean, no one would want to be responsible for a kid.
Kids are something else. They are something else.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like, I think everybody back then as a kid was like hyperactive or something of the sort. Like that kind of thing. Cause I can't remember much of the like my childhood, but I remember like having fun or like having.
Sale.
Oh, whoops!
I thought I could defend the shark, and then my thing broke, and now I don't have a pointy stick, and then now our sail's gone. Cause I'm over here like, oh, it's fine. I'll just defend it. No, I made a mistake. I made a grave mistake.
Oh goodness, I'm trying to remember the controls. Okay, cool. And then this, and oh please, just let me throw for once. It's doing its best at 3 FPS now. Darn. I heard it this time. I heard it this time. Darn. Oh, and second, there should be more crafting mechanics. I just thought of, like, I guess as DLC, not only with animals, but like with crafting mechanics would be really fun.
Because there's not really too much crafting, or that goes into crafting, should I say?
Darn. Oh, hang on. Could I roll this back? No. Okay. Let me see if I can throw. At least I know it's like slowly working now. Like I can see myself throwing it, so that's a plus, even though I'm like slowly dying. But now it's like I have to listen. Nope. I think this I want to say it's a glitch, but I don't. I just think it's the circle where you do the throwing capabilities.
Yeah.
Or distance. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's that. But but if it's not, then oh wait, can you rejoin a world and that would stop the glitch as well?
Yeah. So if you want to do that, go on ahead.
all right. I'm gonna take a look. So far it's not being that bad. Oh yeah, like yesterday. Oh my goodness. Yeah, like no, not yesterday. The day before yesterday on Sunday. For once, Stardew did not fully lag on me, but I was like, it was a miracle in disguise. Yeah.
Miracle in disguise.
Cause the ASDW keys as well. It happened to the emulator game that I always play for Fire Emblem and Stardew so far, is that if I hold a key, like say W, it'll just go forward for that amount of like it kind of like my holds are still taps, so it registers it as taps, and that's why it gets like super laggy. And I'm like, oh man. So I try to do like normal taps, and like my keyboard that I'm using is the is like what was it, like wireless, but I have the little USB to connect to it. So there's that. And sometimes on good days, it doesn't what you call it? Sorry, I almost burped.
You're good. I'm being thrown stuff at, so.
But like on a good day, it doesn't like destroy itself. On a bad day, it does.
It just sets fire to itself.
Yes. Oh no. I wanna go back to the lobby. I almost exited the game. I keep forgetting. Like it doesn't say like exit to menu. It just says exit to game, and I'm like, god damn it. Like I want to go to the main menu, see if I can leave the world, come back to the world, and hopefully do a little bit better.
Well, as I said, if you just want to do a just chatting stream, we definitely can. We can watch, I don't know, people make horchata or something.
Oh man.
Definitely.
Like I've never made like homemade horchata myself. I just get like the one of those like brand bag. Yeah, the brand packets.
There's some good and bad ones of those.
Yeah. Like we have a full on like I call it like Mexican Walmart. But goddamn is it fun just to be around.
Is she having graphical issues? Vin, would you say your issues are graphical?
I have no graphics card, but I have a Core i7. That should explain stuff, right?
Yeah, she's struggling, but she's stubborn.
Yeah, cause I played. Well, technically, I played it on Streamlabs before, and it was pretty good. But OBS is like, I might need to lag just a little bit more. Just a tad bit more. But so far it's not too bad. I guess well, that, and I haven't played the game in like forever, so maybe it's just going there. I don't even know if there was an update that I need to update as well, so that could also be it. But so far it at this moment it looks promising. I say as maybe the game decides to crash on me. But anyway, I'm coming back into the world. I think maybe now it'll be good.
If it crashes, we're just gonna do just chatting stream.
No, sad. The second thing I'm thinking of is like Stardew Valley, like just a completely new Stardew Valley game, because I have two already. Yeah, but I never tell everybody why. It's like, okay, so the first one is the streaming one. The second one is like, I guess the streaming one again, because I don't remember. But then they look at the third one. It's like, I don't talk about the third one. And it says 200 plus hours in it. And I'm like, Jesus. yeah, don't worry about it. Half of those hours I probably might have been sleeping while the game was on.
You know, I've done that as well. I was really into Stardew Valley when it first popped up. When it was first like relevant. And I went around and I basically like got to everybody's, because you know you can like have relationships in it, like little hearts.
Yeah, I'm like it's like the whole thing where it's like it's a slice of life, and also you get to have relationships and stuff like that. But I'm like, but look at these fish though, and basically I just went into competitive fishing. Like
competitive fishing.
I was like, I'm saving up for the best fishing rod, for the best bait, for the best items. I had a treasure like chest full of baits, and I'm like, yes, I would go like, I'm just fishing day in and day out. It's like, oh yeah, it's been like a year or something. Or like whenever like the year thing goes by and stuff like that. I only read the wikia for the salesperson. I was like, okay, what days are the salesperson in here, so I can get those extra fish that I have no access to, so that way I don't have to worry about it and put it and slap it in the collector's thingy. And I'm like, yes. I think that was like my favorite shit, and I was like, ah yes, and then I was like, oh yeah, relationships. I think my favorite part was doing it like a side thingy or like a side collab. Well, not a side collab, but like co-op with someone else, and it's like, bro, why not just marry each other? We just skip the whole thing and marry each other. It's like hell yeah, and it cause one time we looked at the lady, the that witch lady, and I was like, oh my goodness, there's a prism thing, and then there was like a recipe for like marrying each other in co-op, and it was like, bro, we could just marry each other in co-op and not give a damn about everyone else, and just be in this hermit farm. It was great. And then I had to look up the wiki once again for the outfits because I was like, oh my goodness, you actually can customize the pixelated outfits. Oh,
I didn't know you can do that.
yeah. I was like, so that's what this material is used for, and it doesn't what was it called? And it doesn't or like some of the materials are so cheap, and I'm like, why is this cheap? I hate it. But then I looked up at the wiki and they can make some good stuff. And I was like, oh, I can make a skirt and stuff like that, or I can make like a little top. It was kind of the funny revelations when I realized what wool could be used for, like the cloth thingy. I was like, oh, okay. I was just needing it for the collection stuff, but that's even better. I think my second favorite part is just whatchamacallit? For Stardew is when I did look into like the like all those like relationship candidates, and I'm like, one of them is eerily similar to someone, and and I kept like poking, and it's like, ah yes, this person does this and this person does this. They don't look exactly the same, but they almost have the same interests. I wonder who it is. I wonder who it is and why I am throwing like, what was it, like one of the items that boosts up the relationship thingy up to like neutral. Like, oh yeah, friendship shells. I was like, I wonder why I'm throwing the friendship shells at them. It was really funny.
Well, seems like if I need help with Stardew Valley, I'm going with you.
I never looked at the wiki up until that point. I was like, okay, I understand. What are their likes? What are their dislikes? So I can avoid the dislike stuff and just like sell it. Yeah, it's like I'm trying to be a capitalist farmer, but I can't. Okay, so Raft is slowly coming back to life. I'm slowly coming back. Give it like 5 more minutes. If not, we could do the whole just chatting thing. I would be so upsetty, but I would be like, oh fucking well. The other game that I still also like to play was Tricky Towers, but I have to unlearn Tetris at the same time, and I was so upsetty because I was like, why doesn't it stick? So it's like a fun challenge thingy-mabobber.
Oh.
Oh, did I drown?
No, you immediately like loaded and got attacked by the shark for some reason. Not too sure what happened there.
I was like, did I go forward and like accidentally drown?
I think it's because when you loaded in, because I did build the raft bigger, maybe like, I don't know, miscalculated on something.
That's okay. Okay, okay. 3 FPS. It took an hour. I'm keeping it as it is.
Invest. All right, guys. We're gonna have a charity stream now. Invest in graphic card over here for Vin. Jeez.
Well, I think it's also second to like all of, well, I don't have a lot of background apps running anyway. Most of it is just Steam because I don't know why, but Steam always likes to have more than one stuff running in the background other than
Yeah,
like the game.
that's how it is. Because that's the one thing I dislike about Steam is that when you purchase a game off of Steam, obviously, you still need to run it through Steam.
Mhm.
So that
I
you have
still
all
quite
those tabs.
enjoy whatchamacallit, offline mode. At the
Mm.
very least online mode is okay. Potato PC. I mean, yeah, it's a laptop. I take it with me wherever I can so I can edit videos and be like, Pog, new video upload like once I get home. Uh, which is really funny. Because, like, basically, the only reason why I have the whole IRL work is to fund more for a tower because the price is all hiked up. And I was like, bruh, why? Uh,
Do you know what you're in the market for, like on the tower PC?
yeah. Oh, yeah. Basically, I'm hunting with like again like my tech buddy finding out like, okay, so we need to look for these specs and we need to hopefully see if it runs well for like streaming, specifically streaming and not gaming.
Mm-hmm.
Because I like when looking at some of them, it's like some of them say what was it, like
Oh
gaming,
God.
and it's like, oh, it's good for just that portion. However,
Mm-hmm.
if there's like one for multimedia, basically they use multimedia more than streaming for some reason,
Mm.
which is fine by me because I'm like, well, yeah, multimedia could be more than one thing. Maybe it could be a special event and stuff like that. So there was that. And so the thing that I wanted to test out from there, and I also think it's because I think my aunt got a hint when she saw my setup. I was just resting up or something like that. Because you get sometimes those intrusive parents that do like to brag about their kid a little bit, but not too much. And my aunt saw my setup and it's like, it looks like a gamer desk, and I'm like, aunt, no, stop, please stop. And
Aunt, please. No, this is potato. Excuse me.
yeah, it's like I have my old laptop that needs to be plugged in, and then I have my new laptop that doesn't need to be plugged in, like the charger to stay alive, basically.
Mm-hmm.
But still, quite enjoy it, very very much enjoy it. Um, but I think my favorite part is that I got two pictures basically. Um, and those pictures were what was it? Um, what was it called? It was like a stick, but I wasn't sure if it was RAM or a graphics card, but it was like a stick there, and I was like, I wonder why I'm getting this hint. And she's not really a tech person, my aunt, but her son is. So I'm like, I don't know if this is a sign, but this is top notch, and the reason why I saw it because of the money, and I was like, yeah, that's expensive, and I took my own like I took that picture, like threw it into New Egg or something, or like a tech website, and I was like, okay, so what is this? And then I kept rating. Uh, which isn't bad, but I'm like, I'm not recording a video. I'm streaming at least 50% of the time.
Mm.
Yeah. Which is funny because then I realized that my old what you call it, my YouTube account and stuff like that, my very old YouTube account and stuff like that. I posted a lot of videos, like stream vlogs, or like no,
Yeah.
stream vods. Before I knew that I could exploit the system by going into two houses at the same time without telling either one. Because they don't care if you don't make money off of them. They will care once you make money off of them. So I
You
was like,
could also what do you call it? You could also with Twitch, you can upload your VODs too to YouTube manually.
Yeah, but I just thought that was like, what was it called? I just thought that was like meh. Or like complicated because I didn't see the option where to, so I was like, you know what's even better? Just have, or like, I know some people would do the thing where they have a VODs channel and they can do the multiple, excuse me.
No, you're good. I'm gonna give me 1 second though. I'm gonna eat a chip. I've been reading chips. I don't know what type of chips to eat. I have a lot of chips. Who redeemed it? It was Isaac that redeemed eat a chip. Okay, so you gotta choose. You want some Cool Ranch Doritos? We got some Pringles barbecue, nacho cheese Doritos, flaming hot crunchy chips, Lay's the original. We have 3D crunch. We have spicy sweet chili, and then lemon Lay's, and then salt and vinegar Pringles. That's your variety. That's what you can choose from.
Oh.
I'm a chip hoarder.
I was like, what? No, I was like, where does it end? And then what you call it?
Keeps going.
No. My favorite part is like, where did the Takis go?
Oh, I have them, but my little brother took them. For some reason, he took. Actually, let me go grab that bag. I don't know why he took my Takis. Probably ate it all though. Because yesterday I got all these chips, and then he's like, "Can I have this?" And he left. So let me go get it. Thank you for reminding me.
That's the only spicy thing that I tolerate. It's not even. Well, yeah, technically it is the only spicy type of chips that I would tolerate. Except for those expired chips that I ate like not too long ago. During not work hours, but during break time on work hours. But those were expired, but they still slapped. But they weren't that spicy. As someone that can only endure 3 sticks of Takis, and like those sticks of Takis, like my goodness. Sorry, I went on a ramble about They were like fucking spicy ranch flavored chips, but I didn't feel the ranch flavored. I did feel the spice flavor, but it was like very subtle, and it tasted a bit Cajun. But it was still good. They were the Christmas expired chips, and I was like, they're not that spicy. Yeah, because someone, like, I guess the vending machine people, like, checked, and they were like, oh yeah, these stuff is for free. But clearly the stamp says, like, it expired, so it's like, they don't have to be held liable, so they gave it, like, out for quote-unquote free. I haven't gotten food poisoning yet, so that's a big plus.
Yet. Emphasis on that yet.
I mean, they also had those peanut butter. What was it? The peanut butter crackers. Yeah. So I used a little bit of those peanut butter crackers to suppress my the spice as well.
Awesome.
Yeah. Which isn't that bad. I mean, I can tolerate at the very least, because it was yummy and new to me, was a Thai curry.
Thai curry.
Yeah, it was like a green curry, because there was this Thai restaurant nearby, and I think one of the things that made me like curious about it was because I ordered, like, this was like, I guess, like a little bit more of the peak pandemic, and then we found it. We went in there on a non-busy day, like during the what was it, like during the weekdays or something like that. That wasn't Saturday or Sunday, basically. It was really nice, cozy, interesting. I love their desserts. I am addicted to their mochi ice cream. Not gonna lie. I think I would accidentally like order their whole stock. Cause it's so good. I'm like, I don't know if it was homemade or they imported it or something, but yeah. Oh, cool, I'm getting scurvy. Nice. Yeah, I don't I don't think
would you like to switch? Blah 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 blah. I can't talk. Oh my god. Would you like to switch to chatting, and I'll share my screen
Bye.
so you can watch the videos with me.
Bye. I'll do it. Wait, how do
You
how
do
would
it?
how would I be able to share my screen on my
I've got
stream?
crash course. I'll teach.
Yay!
I'll teach you. Woo! All right. Let's
At least I tried. I got like 11
You tried,
points.
yeah, you did.
I at least fished for something in like a span of an hour. I'm so proud of myself.
It's gonna boot you out of there.
Yeah.
You know what? I respect you for going for at least an hour, trying your best on it.
Oh yeah, I mean I was drunk trying to get Encoder Sama to shut the fuck up when I was playing one of the games. Yeah. Oh yeah. I think one time because we were celebrating my my siblings' stuff, we went to a restaurant. I decided to get one of their drinks. It was the first time. It was like the first time in like a long while since Easter celebratory drink. And then I was like, oh nice. I didn't realize it was that strong until I was like, I'm still gonna stream. It's gonna be a little late or something like that. And then I was like just drunkenly playing the game or tipsy playing the game. All right, I forced it out.
All right.
Task manager is great. I need to
set everything up for you.
Oh wait, I could put in my what was it? It's not my BGM, but I hope one day it could be. I unironically love the gacha game too much where I have the BGM in the background. I had another BGM in the background, but that one's actually a royalty-free one where you can like get anywhere, but I was like it's great, but for only the moment.
Right.
There. Oh
shit.
I will say for whatchamacallit, for the game itself, I wish they had more OSTs. It's probably because it's a mobile game and it doesn't have too many OSTs. At this point, I couldn't call Genshin itself a mobile game because because literally it already has like a certified port in PC and stuff like that.
Alright, sort of a certified freak.
What?
I don't know why that came in my head. Just a certified freak. Oh my god, I'm going to hell.
Oh, that's
Please.
fun.
Please, mercy. Alright, let me.
I'm
I'm trying to set it up on
at
my
the
end
moment.
first before teaching you.
Yay!
So for some reason, it's like, no, we're not gonna show Google Chrome. And I'm like, why aren't you gonna show Google Chrome?
Well, I mean, at least for the very moment, it shows like about an hour of me struggling, but still, it was really funny.
It's very fun, Vin. Hanging out with you is very fun.
I'm trying. Yeah, no, my desk is still fucking messy. I have mostly packs of cappuccino and like one oolong tea, which is great. I'll like drink them later.
Oolong tea.
Yeah.
How does that taste?
So basically, the restaurant that I went into, it's a little expensive if you get the expensive dish, of course. Or dishes, of course. I mostly get the ones that are cheapish to eat. But the tea, I didn't realize that they had no sugar with it, because when they served it to me, it was really nice. Where I was like, oh, I don't need sugar for this. That's actually pretty interesting. Because at the table that I was in, there wasn't even sugar packets, and usually when it comes to tea, I would think that most of the tea is just like either like bitter or like sour, and like I would use sugar to infuse that. But no, they gave me in a Japanese style iron pot which was great because I was cold at the time. I wasn't shivering cold, but I put my hands on the pot and it felt nice and cozy. And the mug was I thought for me, it looked like a sake cup, but it wasn't. But still, the cup was tiny. I could kind of fit it in the palm of my hand, but I could still fit both of the palm of my hands, and it was really fun. And then, like, I just drank it, and then I realized, oh wait, there's no sugar. How can I make do? And then I realized, oh, I'll just drink it as it is. And then I quite enjoyed it, or I learned to enjoy it as it is. I think that was the only exception because it kind of didn't taste bitter, and it felt really nice. Yep.
I'm trying my best for this thing to load on my end because it's putting up such a big fight.
It's loading, or it is here where I could see it on my side. It is here.
It finally works on my side. Holy shit! After years, after centuries.
Okay, question: how would I do this?
All right. So what you're gonna do? So I can teach you. So everybody can see it. So on Discord, there's actually a way on the very bottom. It says pop out. It's like a little arrow. It's a little square with an arrow like in the corner. Pop out. You're gonna pop it out.
Okay.
And then that's gonna go in a separate window. You can full screen it if you want.
Oh shit! Encoder, someone no!
Hey, no, wait, what?
Oh no! Calm down, please. It's like slowly flashing like overload, and then it stops, and then overload, and then it stops. Oh no! And this time I only have Discord up and OBS up and just my model up. I'm actually more surprised that this gave out the flashing and not Raft.
Oh no! I didn't think Discord would take so much of your...
Actually, I would love to see. Let me see a good old task manager, Sama. Cause this is the first time that I happen in like a just, like, not just chatting, but like I guess just reacting. Yeah. Oh yeah. Or technically, since I have, well, the music BGM doesn't take a lot of percentage. Okay, hang on. Task manager is coming up. I just wanna see, because it says overloading, and I'm like, I just got Discord. Hang on. This entire collab is technical difficulties.
Technical difficulty collab. This scuff collab.
But it's still so fun. Okay, let me take a look.
Like my internet's taking a big shit right now too. It's like I'm struggling.
I think that's the funny part, because I was like, I made sure my internet was fucking great, but then but then my my laptop is like, I'm not so great, but I'm gonna try, and I'm like, dang it. And at the very least, the emulator isn't Steam, so I could just power down Steam, basically. I see! Okay, so this is the funniest part. Okay, so the VT Studio is just a little bit of 7%. OBS, it's at 40%, and Discord is at 40%. And the music thingy is only at 0.1%, and that makes me really funny. Like 0.1%, I'm like, I knew it. It wasn't the music.
What do I have currently? Streamlabs is 1.5%. Steam is 1.8. Discord's 6.3 because I'm screen sharing. VTube Studio is 6% as well. But my network is like chugging. She's like, like,
oh yeah, my
Discord is chugging.
My network is at 1%.
Oh no.
It's alright though. My processor is just taking the hit. At least it never goes on to 100%. It's always at like 98 or 95%, and I'm like, I'm so sorry, CPU.
can't even watch videos. We struggling today. We struggling.
I mean, I guess that was one of the biggest reasons why I didn't do react stuff.
Me.
Oh no, like reaction stuff on itself, like the like. Wait, hang on. What if I don't do the pop out thing? Okay, like I exit out of the pop out. Oh no, encoder is just saying. Oh okay. Oh. Okay, so maybe if I don't hit the pop out button, it doesn't want. Oh.
Because but the thing is like what you would have to do in order for like unless you're okay with it, you screen share that window, like window capture that window, so everybody else can see it, and like get the obviously audio. So we normally do pop out, so people don't see like your messages or the sidebar unless you quickly crop it out.
I think I have a thing to quickly crop it out. I say as I'm thinking, and then I can't remember. Oh no, wait, yeah. Or just full screen it.
Or yeah, you can definitely full screen that. That would work too.
Encoder, no.
Well,
okay, maybe. Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, it's doable, I say, as I'm looking at this. Oh, thank goodness. Alright, Pogs. It's only showing what you're showing on the screen now. Sweet.
Does it work?
But that's only because I have it full screened.
I just want to put food compilation. That's all I want to do.
Hit.
I just want to watch food. I want to watch food with you.
There we go. Hopefully this works. I know my webcam decides to die on me, but you know what? That's fine. Poggers, yeah. I just have to make sure I don't. I have my mouse hovering on it just in case.
Okay. I'll press play.
Sweet.
Oh god.
Oh.
The sound, the audio. Are you watching the pizza? Can you see it?
I see the pizza. I think
it's working. We got it.
I think the funniest part is that my chat cannot hear the audio, but I'm like, that's okay.
No.
That is okay. I have the background music, and the fact that we're making pizzas makes it look like a fucking pizzeria. It's great.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm like, you know, I mean, this BGM works well if it's a pizzeria, and I'm like, oh man, pizzas.
You should be able to hear it.
No, I'm not able to hear it. I guess it's I guess I disabled something or screen sharing or something.
Right click on this on the share screen. If I can talk. Holy shit! Right click on where like the video is, and there probably should be. Oh fuck! Wait, hold on. Oh no, that's on my side. Hey, something went wrong, and we couldn't stream the sound of your application. Mother of God! Okay,
yeah, my thing says stream thingy 70% encoder. Oh my god, please no! I beg. Okay, hang on. Let me see if I can. Okay, if I like usually my second thing that I do is if encoder starts acting up, I go to the OBS window to calm it down and pay attention to it, and that's when it stops the overload and stuff like that. Oh, there you go.
I fixed one of my settings because there's the settings where you have to have like experimental on or off, and if I have it on, it won't like stream sound on certain applications, but if I have it on, it'll do Chrome.
Encoder-sama, calm down. Oh, yeah, I put it. I like whatchamacallit? I put it. What was it? Now I can hear the sound, but at the same time I'm like, I don't know if this is copyright or not, so I'm still keeping the BGM in like the background just a little bit. So that way it could just interfere since I am putting it on the red house, and like most of the stuff that I would have on the red house.
Wait, I got a better one. We can just hear ASMR.
Oh my god.
How about that? How about that? Cooking ASMR.
Oh wait. Okay, yeah, never mind. Cooking ASMR is Pog.
Yeah.
Oh my
Cooking
goodness.
ASMR.
Okay.
We can't get copyright struck for baiting eggs.
Oh my god. Let me put this on like the what you call it, like 1-ish% or 0. We could do a 0. Calm down, BGM. Yay!
I'm hungry as hell. You're welcome, everybody. You're welcome. Be hungry.
I'm so sad because, well, technically I didn't clickbait as bad, but man, I was so proud of that thumbnail. I was like, everything might be going great, and nah. I mean,
Hey, at least
it was great for an hour.
I say it's a somewhat win.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Like every time when I see people like cook eggs, I'm like, fuck, that looks so delicious. That looks so great. And then I go downstairs and I cook an egg and I eat it. I'm like, this is so fucking bland. This is so bland.
Occasionally I like to cook, but I think the bad part about me cooking is it like my cooking or like the result of me cooking affects my mood. So if I'm in a happy mood, it's pretty great. It turns out pretty well, better than expected. If I'm in a sad mood, it would be I guess like bland or stuff like that, and I'm like, oh no.
I'm different. If I'm in a happy mood, I'm like, fuck, like I'm gonna cook everything. I'm gonna cook from a recipe book. I'm over here cooking like chicken katsu. If I'm like depressed, I'm like, all right, guys, I'm eating a ramen noodle out of the pot. Just get it out from the pot.
At least for this, it's so helpful when it comes to what was it called? Onion cutting techniques. Whoops, big sad.
Not one thing, it's the other.
But yeah, and then there was like a lot of like small stuff that I learned. There was a thing. There were these like Swedish. I'm gonna say Swedish because when I was like looking at the logo, it was like very weird. But there were like these Swedish shows, but they were or like kids shows or something, but they were dubbed in Spanish. And this was when we had like TV cables and stuff like that. And one of them, it was like this nice lady that she reminds me of the lady in The Sound of Music, or like the hairstyle and stuff like that. And like the Spanish dubber did a good job at the very least, like the enthusiasm to cook and stuff like that. And some of the stuff, it's like she does like a small cooking show with kids, like showing just basic stuff and like safety and stuff like that. For like small cooking things, never like baking, because I guess baking is a little bit more complicated. And I was like, oh my god, this is so fun. And I used to entertain myself with that, like after school and stuff like that. It was like very interesting, cause I was like when I started to notice a little bit that the dubbing or like the lip sync was off, I was like, huh, this is interesting. And yeah, like the original, I guess the original language was either in UK or in Swedish, because the logo was completely different than I thought, which was really interesting. For like imported, like first imported Spanish, like kids networks on like, what was it called? On like TV when TV was even relevant. Like yeah, there was like the PBS Kids era and stuff like that, but there like
I
there
remember
was
those
other...
bad Spanish dubs.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, there was the one with the white doggo. Oh my god, I was like, I think I grew up afterwards when that happened, and I was like, that's so and I always saw it at like a babysitter's place because I had my sibling, and that's how we had to struggle a lot, and it was like babysitter time for my sibling and stuff like that, because I still had to go to and from school and stuff like that, and I was like, oh no.
I want to eat whatever they're making.
It looks nice.
It looks crispy.
But yeah, that I guess that was like my second fondest memories. But I can't bake for shit. And the first thing that I want to do if I ever bake is fucking garlic bread.
Garlic bread? Like from scratch? 100%?
Yeah. Or at least make the bread part first. And then have like I already know how to make well technically most of the time when we get like garlic cloves like garlic cloves we have a special like blender and it's only for garlic because the garlic thing sticks. And what was it like? Those are the magic bullet kinds, like they're singular. So yeah, we have a designated cup that always smelled like garlic, and I'm like, yes, yes. And then we put the minced garlic in a jar, and then we have our own homemade minced garlic, because it's better than the store bought. For some reason, we tried store bought minced garlic, and it just didn't hit right. It didn't feel like freshly made, basically, with all the extra stuff. It's like, no, we have water, garlic, done. And yeah, and then we use the what was it? We use the garlic and we slap it on our chicken, or we slap it on our like carne to make carne asada with like a little bit of garlic, and it slaps nicely.
Oh my god. Oh, you know what? I'm so happy because a lot of the time when I talk about like I would say Hispanic food, like carne asada, like birria, like nobody knows what I'm talking about. They're like, what the hell is birria? And I'm like, it's birria! It's birria!
Yeah,
how come you don't know?
It's like over here, like it's like a big abundance of like what was it, like Spanish people and stuff like that. Like majority thought like, oh, my accent is from Mexico, but it's like, no, I was born somewhere else, and then I got thrown into the U.S. of A's.
I just dropped a chip and it went down my shirt. Hold on. Ah, that felt weird. Sorry, that must be too much information, but that shit went down.
I miss ate a chip. No wait, I had a ghost chip. Fun fact: monks don't eat garlic because it will make them horny. Does garlic make people horny? Or monks? What? Oh, that sounds like a fun fact. Yes. Oh yeah.
Does garlic actually make you? No.
I don't think so. I heard that oysters are. Was it oysters? Like the
I know they couldn't eat oysters.
It's like I never thought of that, and that's when I realized when when the admin taught me about like innuendos and stuff like that, because when me and admin like first talked, we were like having it wasn't a language barrier, but it was semi-language barrier. I was like, I don't understand memes, and then he told me memes, and then I was like, man, I keep forgetting about like oyster being an innuendo and shit. Like it flew over my head like really like I was like, oh, and then like, oh, because sometimes in English some people would use it as that, and yeah, for me I'm like, do I like I would say, can you repeat it again? Like I would literally say, can you repeat the joke again, because I'm lost. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I will say my semi-failure. I tried a recipe on YouTube, which was doyaki.
Oh, I've never tried that. How did it go?
I'm gonna say big sad that I wasn't able to put it together, but I had honey style pancakes and it was pretty nice. It's like I followed the recipe to a T, but it was my stove. Because they were like...
Carne means meat, yeah. Sorry. They're asking, like, carne asada is steak, right? Carne asada, yeah, it's like... Carne means meat, so, like, beef, isn't it? Beef meat? Yeah. If you, like, were to directly translate it.
Yeah, or technically it would be like grilled meat because like asada or like that is like by the
Oh
grill.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah.
grilled.
Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, so they didn't specify the oven in the doyaki recipe because I was like, okay,
Huh.
medium, and my oven, it's one of those fucking electric ovens where it has a thingy where it has where the small oven, like small burner, large burner, and I was like, okay, so it says medium, and I decided to choose the large burner because I was like, I was gonna make a big doyaki. Didn't realize that you had to, like, other than quickly flip over. I was like, when do I flip over? When do I flip over? I kept poking, just making sure, and it kind of burnt. And then I went on the other side, and then I switched to the small burner, and then I was like, I don't want to burn it again, but yeah, it was like never again, cause the ingredients, it was like the only ingredients that I had left.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, oh yeah, I can hopefully try to make doyaki like this. I task failed successfully, but it was very burnt. uh,
Oh. Oh no.
and it was also like around pandemic, where
Oh,
everything went
everything
up.
scares.
But I really wanted to try something new because at that point, like my family and I, like, you know, when you made a lot of homemade food and then you don't want to eat the exact same thing that you ate like a week ago, or like that maybe that you ate like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Like leftovers.
Not just leftovers, like an entire, like the same
Oh,
recipe.
okay.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we had that just like 2 days ago. Like, I don't want to eat it again.
Yeah, and
Mm.
I'm like, oh no. And this was before we ordered the same takeout. This is when we were like, okay, we need to look for new takeout places or like new restaurants. We're getting fucking done here because we also ate at some restaurants that we didn't really eat much before.
Hmm.
So we had their whole menu. We got bored. We went over to the next restaurant. We ate their whole menu. We got bored, and then it
Oh
was
my
like,
god.
we started to hunt for restaurants.
Oh my lord.
Oh yeah. Red House, in the description I put Aya's socials and stuff.
Hi, I'm Aya.
Yeah, mostly Aya is in the purple house. But I found their the I guess you could call it like their highlights channel, like the main highlights
Oh,
channel,
you
and then the
found my
VODs.
YouTube.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Aside from
Yeah.
like Twitter itself, if they just want to follow you on Twitter and stuff like that, I found the other two just in case. I was like, I wonder, because yeah,
Yeah.
that's when I was wondering like where the edited videos are, other than Twitter, whenever you like sometimes post them. Yeah.
Yeah, I post on YouTube. Like, I have, like, as you were saying before, I have, like, two separate channels, one for VODs and one for, like, stuff that I actually try to edit.
Right.
And the highlights. I think it's, like, nicer to keep them separate, at least for me. Because since I do stream on YouTube, not YouTube, yeah, but I stream on Twitch! Because, after I signed the contract of, like, selling my soul away, right? I don't want to be caught. So I stay for my island. Yeah, blah blah blah. I stay primarily English is hard.
Right. That's the other thing. I'm like, even though I had like fucking how long have I been living here? About 20 plus years. In America land, English is still hard. Sometimes accents are even worse.
Oh my god. I think they're more worse in English than it is in Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
Because in Spanish, it's like it's very easy to tell for a dialect. Because I guess in Spanish we use like other words that mean the same, but they're different in different areas.
Yeah.
Like for example, you know how like in English we have soda and pop?
Yeah.
They mean the same thing.
Soda pop. And then like some other people would just whatchamacallit, there were other words as well. Like just cola.
Yeah, that like it's hard. Like in English, it's not too many words that do that, but in Spanish, there's so many.
Mm-hmm.
Like for example, I don't know if you call it in English, but like where you like, I guess cook the tortillas on? Like the flat pan or pot or
Oh, yeah. Like
like
the
we call it a comal. I don't know what other people call it.
I think I would just call it like a regular pan. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a comal. Like, ¿qué pasó con las tortillas? Está en la comal. Oh, está quemando. Wait, no.
Oh no. But yeah, I think my aunt when she came to visit, she taught
Skillet.
us oh yeah, skillet.
Yeah,
oh my god.
skillet. There you go.
Oh my goodness.
We're like flat pan. No, it's called a skillet. Oh, we're stupid.
No, my brain cell immediately when you said a skillet, I was like the band. It's like I have them on my playlist, but I don't have...
I don't think that's their name. Yeah, I don't think it's called skillet, is it? Is it really called skillet? Now I'm confused. No, I feel like it's more fancier than that.
Oh,
But I do know who you're talking about. That's the people that
No,
go
it
like,
is the rock band!
skillet is a band. No, it's actually. Is it actually like the same thing?
Oh my god, it's spelled the exact same. I was like,
It's
oh my
same
god,
thing?
bro. Yeah.
I thought they had like fancier on it.
I love the fact. Oh, I didn't even think about that. I love the fact that the genre says Christian rock, Christian metal, hard rock, alternative rock. I was like, where's the Christian?
Christian! And then just flashback to like, let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor.
I'm surprised that the first two genres on Google it says Christian. I'm like, where was the
Are you sure
Christianity
about
up until now?
Are you sure about that, Google? Oh, that looks good.
No.
Oh, that looks great.
You too sure? We do. I mean, it's not that nighttime here, but I had food. What was it? Aya has chips.
I'm eating chips.
I have Snapple mango, cause I hated the fact that I'm addicted to these because they're so good. I already
Snapple
ate.
mango is fucking great.
Like I also already ate like fucking food as well. So I was like, I'm prepared. I don't have to feel hungry on the stream or anything like that. Yeah. I'm afraid, but I'm gonna slowly try to there we go. There we go. So that way encoder Sama doesn't say it's overloading. Cause I had the volume on low when the copyrighted music was going on, but now I don't. Okay. Mango Madness, yes.
It's technically Christian rock. Apparently, it's technically Christian rock.
Oh my god, how? Yeah, I was like,
I don't know. No.
Yeah, no. I'm like, but like, I guess when did it happen? Cause like, I was like, bruh, oh wait, never mind. I'm thinking of 3 Days Grace for a second. I was like, oh, hang on, that's the. I was thinking of Riot.
My time, and I want out. I don't even think that's their song.
No. I was thinking of Riot, and then I was like, wait a second, wrong one. Oh shit! Now I remember the one that I had in my playlist at the moment was Whispers in the Dark. I was like, where's the Christianity in this one? It's a bop, but it's like, is it like the devil doing the devil's daily seduction? I have no idea. It reminded me of like other like on my playlist I didn't realize until like they were like genre Christian rock. I'm like, where? Nice. Like there are other songs that it's like you vibe to versus the songs that I guess that are like popular or acclaimed, and I'm like, interesting. Yeah. Oh, and also side note, I don't really like, what was it called? Like, see a lot of cooking ASMRs because I get like super hungry as well. But also
Oh yeah,
because
no,
of
I'm fucking hungry.
because no, because of the feeling of like I would get super anxious, like maybe I could cook it just a little bit and follow along, and then like stuff would start burning and I'm like, no. It
I don't try a lot of recipes. Like I think there's only like 3 cooking instances where I looked up a recipe like on YouTube. But most of the time I'm saying fuck it, I'm making huevos.
Yeah.
I'm hungry, I'm making eggs.
Yeah, no. Oh no. It's mostly because I am determined to make sweets because because I just really have a whatchamacallit?
Baking itch.
Yeah, baking like a baking itch. Because I mean, I've been cooking other stuff that isn't sweet, and it's like I wanna try if I could see if I could make something sweet. Other than like instant pancakes, but we're not talking about instant pancakes.
Instant pancakes is something. I think instant pancakes is like probably the easiest thing to make. I say that, but I've also fucked it up before.
My neighbor claims his golden retriever dog can bring a ball back from half a mile away. That seemed like a far-fetched to me. Oh, I fell for that too much. Why? My number one local chatter that makes puns has entered the stream. Pog.
Hey, yo, what's up, local, I can't even.
Yeah.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
Anywho, yeah. And also, like, I'm not gonna lie, I like the I know it sounds like a bit like interesting and fucked because a lot of people already know the Vinnies already know like the whole like I say carrot situation as a code word for that type of stuff. But the funniest thing is I still listen to like what was it like boyfriend anime ASMRs.
Yo, I don't I have not fully come out of the closet, but I'm with you on that one.
It is a guilty pleasure because I always do like the response of like the most parody way ever. It's so fun.
I want to comment so much on this, but I'm not outed on mine. I know like 3 people know my situation with those ASMRs of like
oh my god. So when I saw the what was it what was it the agency group that did their agency lineup of English VTuber boys, I thought, okay, one of their voices sounds so similar. I ranted about it on admin. I was like, I think that's the guy that I know of. I think that's him. I was like, I'm so proud of him. He finally gets to do the thing, which is technically voice act. But then I hear more of its info, and I was like, oh wait, that's the wrong guy. Never mind. It's just that it's so similar, and I'm wrong. I admit that I was wrong.
Those R18 ASMR on YouTube are being removed. I don't watch them on YouTube.
Oh no! Oh no! I like the fluffy stuff. Oh my goodness. I like the romance portion. I have no idea about the NSFW side. I'm like over here with like the what was it called? The hand holding, which is looter, but we don't get into the hand holding like the fantasy vibe ones. Like
I am a degenerate. I kind of go back and forth. Of like one day I'm feeling the fluffy, the other day just something else, man. So I have a dedicated website for it, but the thing is it's all in Japanese, and I can somewhat like pivot my way around Japanese websites because like I've learned a few kanji, for and like hiragana, so I know a little bit, but not enough to like speak it and like fully translate. But no, I know enough to navigate.
I understand that pain.
Yeah. So it's like I know enough to navigate, and like I bought like I'm like outing myself. I've bought in CDs of like these situations of, these voice actors like, I guess you can say it's RPing at that point, right? They're role
Right.
playing, like, oh yeah, we're going on a date. We're role like he's just talking, and I'm just over here like.
Uh,
This is gonna be my confession stream. Holy shit! But I've done it before, and then there's some not safe for work ones, and I've shown Yuffie, and I've shown a few people that are my close circle. I'm like, dude, check this out, and
yeah.
you don't listen to the date ones. I don't, but I listen to the ones that go from like putting in the back of my car.
Yeah, no, I'm not that
kidnapping
bold. I'm not that bold. But
my
yeah,
God.
like I only like when I heard about the ASMR space, like that kind of space, I stick to a couple of people, and I thought one of them was in that agency group now, and I was like, oh, they did it, and I realized they didn't, and I was like, ah, man, I was wrong. I guess it's because they are very good with their vocal range that I thought it was them. That's the thing. I was
yeah,
like,
damn right they're good with their voice. I'm a degenerate, man. I've heard some things. I've heard some some nice putty action.
but yeah,
Look at that slime putty.
but yeah, no, like right. I'm like, man, that's so incredible. I'm fucking jealous. And mostly like well, I must confess, I've only been a Patreon for one of them, just one.
He's calling me tame. I don't want to know about the degenerate then. I don't want to know.
But yeah, for me, I've only been a Patreon to like one, technically two of them, but I stuck with one the entire time because I was like, I just well, not only was it cheap, but because they only do it for fun, but yeah, it's like, but it's so nice. They have different scenarios and stuff like that. They have a colorful way of scripting because they have so much experience, and I'm like, boy, why are you single?
It's always that question. Why are you single? And then like you look at them and you're like, wait, you're doing this?
And no, it's like, oh boy, why are you single? And then it's like, oh boy, I can't wait to actually find the one again. And then he's like, nah, I'm just busy enjoying life at the moment. Sorry. And I'm like,
wait, what is that? What are they adding?
Oh, is that onigiri?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I don't know. Is that like cornflakes? What the fuck? What are they adding? What is that cornflakes?
Salty dried kelp. Oh my goodness. I mean, it's not seaweed, but like, oh man, that's so interesting. Like, oh, I love when some people have like, what was it? Vegetable ideas and make them really good, and I'm like, oh my god, that's so tasty. Like making vegetables even better and stuff like that.
Pudding leaves.
Yeah.
Oh, that lettuce.
That looks really nice. But yeah, basically, I'm powered by Degenerate because I'm learning Korean in order to totally not bypass the Pirate Bay and stuff like that to find all of the other dorimes that haven't been translated yet.
Dorime.
Yes. Like my favorite one was the only one that I did about like, it's not Alabama because they're not blood related, but it's like the drawings are good. That's why I was like, the drawings are good. I think that was the only one where I was like, ditch the story, just look at the drawings and be happy, man. Or
yeah, just ignore everything else at that point.
It's like I have a whole list of them, and it's like, and it's like I have like audio's already ready, and I just have to put in the editing stuff for it, and I'm like, here goes nothing again. And then like I have too many video ideas. That's why it was like a hard debate of me like streaming and making videos at the same time, because then I was like, how can I juggle this? That's the easy part. I don't.
You don't. you just call on. You're like, all right, what do I feel like doing today? What free time do I? Like I gotta go to work at this time. By the time I'm home, I'm hella gonna stream. And then you go to work and you come home and you're like, I don't want to do anything. I just want to eat and sleep.
Oh my goodness, yes, because I've been like accidentally delaying my streams because I'm like, I was like, I wonder if I could just take 5 minutes. Mainly, I lay down on the ground because I don't want my bed to be like sweaty by like work stuff. So it's like, what happens if I just close my eyes for 5 minutes? Oh, it's been 2 hours. Fuck.
Oh, I've done that so many times. I'm like, I'm just gonna sit here and I pass out. And sometimes I have a stream that day and I just don't show up.
Right. And now what was it called? Twitch has implemented a thing with like ads and shit, and I'm like, so we finally get some form of penny out of the ads? Question mark.
Only a little bit.
Yeah, only a little bit, but it's like every little bit counts. Maybe Senpai would notice. I think my only sponsor. Oh my god, I think my only sponsor would that I would love to like throw out and show would probably be a chip sponsor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I want to be sponsored by Doritos. I can retire. The moment I'm sponsored by Doritos, I'm retiring. I'm like, guys, I made it big. That means I'm a huge streamer. I got sponsored by Doritos. My face is gonna probably be on a bag. I don't even care if it's on the bag. Just give me that code. Just let me shell it out.
Yeah, cause I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna say my fun opinion. I don't like the what was it called? The energy drink meta sponsorships.
VTuber?
Yeah, or like the fuels and stuff like that. Just because I did buy one from my favorite creator, which was not bad, but then I look at like the I have the dumb thing to like read the label, and it says be careful if you are like pregnant or something like that, and like
oh yeah, no, because they're
like,
kind of like caffeine.
Like yeah, like disclaimers and stuff like that, and I'm like, oh no, oh no.
Cake.
Ooh,
oh, it's gonna be raspberry. Oh, they're drawing it out.
Ugh. And yeah, like if I would have like fucking traveled back in time, I probably would have spent a little bit more hours trying to draw than trying to sing. No, I
sing very hard.
I love singing. It's just that I don't have back then versus now, it was more like something happened or like family stuff that happened, and I was like and stuff like that. Yeah, so I was like meh. But now this gives me like a window time, but I'm not doing that anytime soon until I get like a soundproof booth, because I realize if I put soundproof like stuff around the little area that I'm in, then it might get hot during the summer.
Oh no, it gets fucking hot. I have it.
Yeah. So like, instead, I'll have like a little soundproof like Amazon booth that might be able to help. Oh yeah, and
just
then
have good cooling, or like air, should I say, like air coming in and out.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Or having like a tiny fan nearby, which I don't mind. I'm like in a corner where in the winter, or like at this moment right now, it's still cold as fuck because I'm away from like the AC.
Yeah, and if I turn on my AC, everybody's gonna hear it. Like the thing with me is like my microphone is super sensitive. I have a HyperX Quadcast, which
I
is
have
sensitive.
the Audio Technica.
I've never fucking heard of it.
It is what was it? It's one that I got recommended by a voice actor, because I was like, I might as well use it for ASMR, because I did get inspired by the roleplay.
I probably never heard of it for that reason, because I was never really into like the voice acting side, because I don't know, because different microphones are, you know, they have a strong suit on different areas.
Right.
I got into microphones because I used to sing. So I had seen the Quadcast is really good for stereo. So I'm like, oh, I'll get it. So I got a stereo one. and because I just sung a lot of Japanese songs, and now if you tell me like, hey, sing now, I'm like, after I throw it in like 7 filters, probably auto-tune myself, I don't fucking know. After I do all that, perhaps.
I would like, as soon as I get all my stuff ready, I would like to see like auto-tune stuff, like the funny auto-tune moments that looks
Oh my
like
god.
Adam and Eve sponsor me would be interesting.
Use code carrot today.
Oh my goodness. Okay, this is the funniest part because I didn't ever think that they were going to be massive because I always see them in my little hometown and I'm like, yeah, this looks like a fun place that I would buy stuff. And then I realized that they started like, you know, sponsorships with a lot of people and I'm like, god damn it, I saw you first. Like I got mad. I was like, dang it, they're sponsoring now.
I will be honest. I thought Adam and Eve was like a Christian store.
Oh my goodness!
Okay.
Yeah, let me like no. I totally get it. Like no, I totally get it because of the logo and stuff like that. I also thought it was like just a little bit of a Christian store before I actually went in there. Like one time, yeah.
Adam and Eve. So I'm like, oh, they're probably it's probably like a Bible like community. Maybe they're selling Bibles because it's called Adam and Eve. So I'm like, all right, yeah, sure. Christianity, fucking love it, you know, Catholic. So I always thought it was like assuming that it's like connected to a church in a way.
Yeah.
And I actually got reached out to be newsflash for everybody. I actually got reached out to be like, hey, would you like to sponsor? Would you like us to sponsor you for like Adam and Eve and code? And then like I actually like I had to read into them because I'm like, okay, they're offering me a sponsorship, and then that's when I learned. That's what I learned, Vin, that it was not a Christian store.
It was beyond Christian.
Yeah, no, and I'm like, this isn't very on brand of me, so I'm gonna have to decline. I'm sorry. Because I felt exactly.
No. I felt exactly that way when I looked at it once, and then I waddled in because I was just really curious anyway. But yeah, welcome. But oh my goodness, yes, I was like, oh, but I didn't really say anything. I was like quietly screaming while I was like looking around. I was like, man, this is such a clickbait like store that I honestly loved it. Cause I was like, oh, this is just like a nice little Bible place. But I thought of it, and then I'm like, wait a second. Could this also be like the biggest code for like you know like religiously restrained people to go into? It's like, oh yeah, I'm just going to the Adam and Eve store to grab a Bible that isn't black.
I think the first time I went to an adult store, I got very culture shocked because I was like freshly 18. You know, I didn't know anything. I still fucking holy shit. But like I went there because my friend didn't want to go, right? She's like, oh, I want to go to the store so I can get like an outfit, like a cute outfit for like my husband. So I was like, okay. I'm over here thinking like, oh yeah, sure, we're probably going to Didi's or Ross, you know, probably just, you know, going to like a basic clothing store. And she pulls up on this store out of nowhere in a dark alley, and I'm like, where are we going, man? where are we going? Why are we here? Why is it dark? Why are we gotta go?
Yeah, it's like if you're not in Japan, a dark alleyway is basically like you're gonna get shanked.
You're gonna die. But like we went there. She's like, oh, don't worry about it. This is where the store is. And I see the sign. It's like neon, and I'm like, oh, all right, whatever. We walk in, and like the moment I walk in, I'm like, okay, maybe it's just like one of those family-owned clothing stores. They didn't get a good location, whatever. And walk in, gets hit in the face with reality, like, I'm store. And I'm like, oh. I had to get ID. They didn't believe me, nor my ID. They're like, you're... And I'm like, this is real. They didn't stop my friend. No, they stopped me. They're like, we don't know if you should be here. And I'm like, but
I guess it was because of the look on your face. Oh my god, it's like like newbies have a culture shock face, like they would know.
Yeah, and like if you work there and you see that all the time, you Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you have to double check. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and then I was walking around. I'm like, "Hey guys, they have elbow grease," and they're like, "Aya, no, Aya, that's not what it means." And I'm like, "Oh, wait, what? Why do they have jugs of flavor? Is this flavored water?" Aya, no, Aya, no. I'm like, "Why is it strawberry?" Jam? Where's the bread?
Oh, absolutely. I think my culture shock was actually not a store first, but it was actually going into Bad Dragon first. Like the website. I think that's where my culture shock got hit the hardest, and I was like, "Oh!" And then I was like, so that's where the meme of the soda can came from.
I was lucky, and my friend just explained it to me.
But yeah, I was like, you know what? This is the first start. I guess this is the very first start. And I wasn't gonna lie, I did not regret it. At first, it was the innocent like yaoi stage, and then once you go into stuff, it's like, all right, there's no turning back now. And I guess that was the biggest thing, other than like spoiling a series that I wanted to make videos on, like literally talking about not safe for work topics.
Oh my god. We're watching like food videos and we're just talking about Adam and Eve.
Well, so look, my chat brought that up for like when we were talking about sponsorships, and then my chat was like, oh yeah, this.
Yeah, this is a thing.
Yeah.
I will only sponsorship from Dorito or Taco Bell because they have Doritos.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh my goodness, I remember when they said about the what was it, the Doritos taco?
Yeah, the Doritos Locos Tacos. Have you heard of them?
I was like, I really want to try it, but at the same time, like the Taco Bell that I have over here isn't the best in the world, or like I heard like a good portion of it you get food poisoning, and I'm like, it's the only Taco Bell. I have so expectations of you, and well, the other reason is I don't want to get sick because healthcare is pain.
Yeah, definitely.
So basically, I'm like, do I wanna really risk it? When I heard it come out, it's like, do I really wanna risk it? It's like, unfortunately, my first job, I don't know, what was it, like celebration or something like that? They gave out like Taco Bell stuff, and I was like, you know what? I'm not disappointed what they gave out. It was like tiny tacos, but I was like, you know what? At least I could say I tried Taco Bell and I didn't get food poisoning. Yay.
I love it how you're just talking, then you casually burp and just continue on like nothing ever happened.
It's just it's just a habit. I'm like,
It
whatever.
just happens. I love it. Just casual burp anyway, so moving on.
But
I don't know, that amused me.
But yeah, I was so happy that I actually got to try out what was it? Just to nicely try out a fucking taco from that place. It was great. Even small, like I don't take food for granted. I guess I could say thanks to like the high school, like I'm gonna call her Camilla from like Fire Emblem, because she, like, the only thing that I can remember was Big Jugs.
Big Jugs.
Yeah, but she also stole my food, and I was one of those people that was on the what was it, the lunch food, but it's like she stole it anyway, and I'm like, bruh, you don't need to steal this lunch food that is really bad still. Well, not too bad, but bad enough.
As a kid, you needed to live.
Yeah,
I think with like school lunches, it doesn't matter how tasteful it is. When you're hungry, you just eat. Especially as a kid.
I think I'm mostly thankful for the ketchup and mustard and mayo packets.
Oh my god.
Yeah. those packets, like you mix it up together to make the tartar sauce, and then like fucking put it in the meat so that you can feel at least something, and be like, okay, I feel something. But yeah, I was mostly surprised about Camilla from Fire Emblem, because she kept taking my food and she had a lunch box, and I was like, but you have a fucking lunch box, why do you need this peasant food? And stuff like that. But yeah, it's like I could have. But then again, I realized like public school wise, there wasn't like a lot of supplies for art, and so that's why I never took art, because I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be wasting supplies. I don't know if I'm gonna like do the best, because I always liked my art friends. They had a completely different style from like this was like when I entered the internet, basically, like finding out like anime and stuff like that, like what I wanted to watch when it came to like first starting out with Pokemon, etc., etc. But yeah, I was just like, oh, I also like their styles as well, and yeah, but I also had the feeling that, well, I like my family isn't financially equipped for art supplies or anything like that, and I don't want to bother my family, and I have a sibling. Like this was the time where I was like, I had like I literally like just go to school, go home, take care of sibling, like that kind of thing, back and forth. And it was like so interesting and sad, but it's like you needed, like in the school it always said that you needed to have an extracurricular activity, so I was like, and I couldn't think of sports at the moment or anything of the sort. So and I couldn't, and band, my goodness, like I did love music anyways, like musically inclined, but like I didn't realize that it was gonna cost money for like the instrument itself, or like rent or anything of the sort. So that's when I was like, you know what? It's like, it's musically inclined. I hope I don't have to like spend too much on supplies, and well, the instrument is technically free, so I decided to do chorus. And like prepubescent wise, it was like a struggle, because you're still trying to get your sound out while still being in puberty, so that made it even worse. With that, I guess that was a fun
changing.
Yeah. That was the fun part of it, and I was like, oh, I can't wait till I'm older till I actually like hone it very well. Still haven't honed it very well because I'm nervous as fuck. And like the nerves and the panic attack only set in when I realized that it's been forever since I've liked. Like even if it's like maybe like 3 people, it's like it's been forever since I've actually like felt the need to like not only sing but like really want to sing. And well, the whole like parents' expectations, like if they get a Bruno Mars in their stuff, they'll try to pressure you to go for it, and I'm like, I want to go under the radar for that. But
I wanna point out this comment that Lean did. I swear to God, the stream makes Vin look like the little sister talking to her big sister. It is wholesome and cute until the lewd part came out.
Oh my god. Like I could have done my VTuber model, but instead I decided to do the Chibi model because I thought it was really fun.
It's very cute.
But yeah, not paying attention to the baking video. Why is there no? That's not what you think it is. That's syrup. That's syrup.
That's syrup.
That's syrup going on the. Wait, no, wait.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's like. I guess because I guess because my someone pointed it out. It's like the whole regular like burping stuff on stream, and it's like you kind of get used to it, and I don't really suppress it, because if I suppress it, it just hurts. So
it hurts. Like,
yeah.
If you don't really okay. Tell me about this.
Like if I don't burp, then it gets stuck in my throat, and then I try to like shift or like try to drink some water, it's like an air bubble stuck, and I'm like, I don't like that. I really don't like that.
Do you have like acid reflux?
Not that I know of. Or like,
Because a lot of the people that I know kind of have that issue have acid reflux.
like I'm gonna say I guess, but I never really thought about it. So it's like I just I just naturally let it come out and then just keep going like nothing happens. Uh, but it's like like etiquette wise, like outside, like not streaming, then yeah, I like it would be completely different. But when it's streaming, it's like I just feel like I'm chatting and stuff like that, or like with like a fan that would understand and stuff like that, or like I don't have to act like or quote unquote act like a lady most of the time. I guess.
Oh my god.
I guess that's a fun part in streaming.
Oh my god. That looks delicious.
I actually now one of the things that I really want to see if I could bake someday is a tiramisu. I don't know why, but that thing is so good. I hate the fact that it's so good. Like it's so fluffy and airy, kind of like this cake, but
So good. I'm gonna speak about tiramisu. You know what? Let's see if I can find one.
Oh my goodness, yes, please.
Well, fuck, I can't.
Like yesterday, like yesterday or 2 days ago, we had Italian food because we were like, you know what? It's been a while. We've been eating a lot of East Asian food. Let's just go back a little and
Yeah, spell.
We had Italian food, and then I guess the day after I ordered from a different Italian place and got some tiramisu as a bonus and gave it to my family because it was big. But it's so addicting. I hate it. I'm like how it's so good. Second would be macarons because I just like the little spear shape and like the filling, and it looks so fun. And I like the whole crackling sound as well from the macarons because they're, I don't know, they're somewhat tasty as well.
100-layer potato. It's very 1,000, not 100, 1,000-layer potato.
Oh my goodness, potatoes are also a nice weakness. Like my heart, it's so good. Like potato pancakes as well. It's interesting. It's different, and I'm like, I like that.
You know what I had for breakfast? Since we're on the topic of sweets, and like, that's the one thing that I was telling you. Like when we started the call, like, hold on, I'm shoving it in my fridge. I actually was eating a cinnamon French toast bun.
Whoa.
So like they have like a cinnamon roll, which they cut up in like thick slices, and they French toast it.
Ooh.
That's what I was eating this morning.
Oh yeah, oh my goodness. Oh, speaking on pineapple on pizza, that was hilarious. There was a server on Discord that is going to shut down. All of the chat logs are disabled, so no one can chat in them except for like the admins or something like that. They're shutting it down. I forgot like why, but I guess it was because it was a long run Discord server. I've been there for like years and stuff like that. Like not years, like maybe a year or two. It happened like in pandemic wise or something.
Oh, okay.
So, but the person that isn't the admin, like it was focused on a creator. The creator said we might as well just shut it down, or like I guess there was like funds or something because they wanted to make it like a public server or have it sponsored. Like trying to get money or revenue for it, and then they decided to just stop it, or like that announcement to just stop it. And I'm like, oh, that's sad. I feel bad that it has to go. So my final debate, I always went on the debate channel basically because I don't know, I just like the heat of the moment stuff and then not care about it later. Instead of needing to vent, I would just do like either a good or a god awful debate. That I would say, yeah, I regret saying these things, or I regret that I didn't give my position well enough, or I regret not having enough evidence, or like not sourcing, basically, because the whole debate server side was that you had to have some rules and stuff like that. It was like what was it called?
Like an actual debate. You had to
Yeah.
actually have those sources
Like
and
an
like
actual
link them, correct?
yeah, like an actual debate class. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's like pretty cool, pretty interesting, because I never really had debate in my school, because there wasn't not enough people on the list, but also not enough people to have like maybe two, at the very least they always say like maybe 2 classes and stuff like that, and I'm like, god dang it. But I always liked it because I like just the argumentative part of it. Like the heat of the moment, and then once you're done, it's like, man, that feels like a refreshing, like I don't know, Asian like stomp massage, and then it's like it was kind of painful, but at the very end, once you're done, it's like it was pretty nice. Like for me, I'm not a masochist, but the argumentative part is like very fun and getting in the heat of the moment of stuff. But at the very least, I wasn't like I wasn't like some people where they actually went out of line, like fully out of line, and said something completely out of left field, or like where the argument got derailed. There we go, like the whole derailing system. I was like, oh no, because sometimes I would like to read some of them that I have no idea in or have no experience in as well. Which was really interesting. And then at the same time, it kind of slightly exposes some people that are blissfully ignorant or fully ignorant. I'm like, oh no, and yeah. I guess the fact that it ended, I put in the debate server, like my final debate, pineapple on pizza just hits different. And then it just went into like we are really.
Please tell me
yeah.
before we move on. Do you like pineapple on a pizza?
With ham, and maybe like a little bit of grilled chicken, and like maybe just add a little bit of spinach, and
So
then
the Hawaiian pizza, the straight up Hawaiian.
Oh no, sometimes I customize it, or sometimes just put like pineapple, banana peppers, regular peppers, some black olives maybe, and then some like sausage bits
Then
in there.
it's yes or no question. Do you like pineapple on a pizza?
Okay.
Is that a yes?
Yeah.
No!
It just slaps. It just slaps. It just hits different. Like bro, like one day I get tired of pizza, but like I get tired of having like the same specialty pizza, and I'm like, all right, bring on the pineapple. The pineapple is the last resort.
I better be the last resort.
It's like the pineapple is like a last resort of like feeling like different. But look, someone literally said, like, back in the day, you know what? Let's slap this on a pizza, and it somehow worked. It just somehow worked. It's a last resort, but it worked.
The only time I like pineapple on anything is if it's on ham. Like,
yeah, so that's why there's always like
ham.
pineapple or Hawaiian, which is like pineapple and ham pizza together. It's like it's kind of not that different. It just has the added tomato and cheese with like bread. Oh,
I will be honest. Like my whole chat knows this. I hate pizza.
That's okay.
I like.
Yay.
Just
yeah. Sometimes I get most people when they're like, I don't like this type of food, and it's like, yeah, I could get the or like, I don't like this type of like item, and it's like, oh yeah, I could get the downside. Like I remember one person as a kid, like they would calmly say that they don't like chocolate. And I was like, and I just asked why, and then it was like, oh, it's because it has a weird aftertaste to me, and I'm like, oh, because we,
like
you know, like different,
bitterness?
yeah, okay, so we have different types of chocolate, right? And stuff like that. We have, you know, your Hershey's where it kind of tastes like vomit aftertaste versus like German chocolate versus Swiss chocolate versus this other chocolate where the aftertaste is sweeter or smoother or stuff like that. Like Lindo. I don't know what they do with that chocolate, but it tastes it tastes like a sweet dream. I hate it and I love it.
I have chocolate right next to me, and I shouldn't be eating this, but I have it. I've been like snacking on little squares of it. I'm allergic to chocolate.
And that was the other thing. Like some people told me like they're allergic, and I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't realize because you know, I I thought it was only peanuts that people could be allergic to. Like as a kid, me, I'm like, oh, people can be allergic to more than one thing. But yeah. Oh no, Aya has muted. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I was muted. I was yelling at my chat.
Oh, okay.
No, it's because okay, so I have a Mr. Slep, that's what I call him. But I have one favorite chocolate, and I'm allergic to chocolate, but I have it, right? And I found one. It's a chocolate. They don't normally have this, but it's a chocolate bar. They have it as a chocolate bar, and they normally don't have it. I don't know how to pronounce it correctly, but it's like the really fancy chocolate, like Ferrero like
oh my god, yes,
Roche or something like that. Like the really like good hazelnut chocolate, you know, like buy it in, it's like creamy. I don't know. That's the only chocolate I love. It's my favorite. And I'm allergic, so I'm just like, I'm taking like little bites out of this and hoping to God I don't gotta EpiPen myself.
Oh my goodness, no!
But it's so good! I mean, this whole chocolate bar, it was $1, right? And
oh
it
man!
Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it has 20 squares, right? 20 little squares of chocolate. So I can eat a square, just like one every other day. So I gotta skip a day, so it gets out of my system. But I'll be fine. I'll be a little wheezy and quick. But
no. You know what? This is funny. Like, okay, you're the second technically fox-like VTuber that I know that's allergic to chocolate.
Maybe it's in our DNA.
I guess fox DNA chocolate is like, man, it's so good. But
well,
it's like
we're
allergic.
technically canines.
Oh my
Dogs
god, yeah!
chocolate.
Oh my goodness, yeah!
So I think, yeah. Maybe, yeah. It's probably in the fox coding.
Oh, but yeah, for me, I'm just allergic to dust.
It's just everything. Just an allergy, huh?
Yeah, biggest allergy, like, nah. I think that's why I have a habit of cleaning my room. Like every 2 days or so, because I'm like, I have a feeling that it's starting to slowly come up, and I don't want this.
Dude, he covered that shit in like tons of cocoa.
Oh, but it's so good.
I feel it's like that type. I inhale that and I'm gonna die.
but it's that type of cocoa where it's like you don't taste anything. Like the rest of the layers is like so good, and I'm like, God dang. And I don't have cocoa or anything like that, but I have hot cocoa from like, it cost $8 for this kind of canister, but it's really good. Like at the mall, there's like this chocolate factory basically, and I'm like, this is good chocolate. It doesn't have an aftertaste and stuff like that. And I usually get their hot chocolate stuff for my family, because my family loves hot chocolate. And I'm like, yay! So my peace offering is the hot cocoa canisters, because they're really good. And I'm like,
oh, he's cutting.
Oh, I want a square so badly.
I love this. I love like Amaterasu now. Tiramisu. I went to Olive Garden and I had this as a dessert and I fucking demolished it. And then my dad was looking at me. He's like, "You know that has chocolate, right?" And I'm like, "Uh-huh." And he's like, "Do I have to take you to the hospital?" I'm like, "No, I got an EpiPen in the back of the seat. Don't worry about it. Let's just go to the car."
I'm like, God damn, I hate the fact that it's so spongy. It's like one of those type of like cakes that I'm like, I don't know why you're addictive, but you're so addictive when well made.
God. Yeah.
Hey,
is that Vin? That's my girl. Yeah, that's Vin right there. There's the Vin. Look at her and her cuteness.
Yeah. Absolutamente. Oh, that's the admin. Fuck. I forgot. I told him about the whole stream thing, but I never said when. My bad. I like we talked about it. I talked about my nerves and stuff like that before. Like instead of 1v1, it was like a whole group.
Is low?
Oh,
where is it?
Hold
on.
Like whatchamacallit? I was
there.
Oh wait, sorry.
No, sorry. I was like fixing your volume. Apparently, it had you like negative like.
Oh lol. But yeah, I was airing my nervousness because it was like technically I thought it was gonna be the group thing first before like you know I double checked, like I always double and triple check just in case, and it was like, oh, that's okay. But I was still nervous at like first, but I guess the technical difficulties made it easier for me to go like, okay, I could say more and stuff like that. Or before like the whole degenerate hour happened too, I was like, okay. We talked about all of that like during all of the other stuff that was going on. I like
garlic butter steak. Hold on, I found something interesting.
Oh,
carne asada.
But yeah, I'm like, gosh darn it. But at the same time, I'm also like, whew. It is technically my first collab outside of someone that I personally know, or like fully know. I'm like, okay, like be chill. Oh, Agus, buenas, hello far from, buenas, welcome.
Hola todos.
I realized that I haven't I haven't dual what was it called?
Spanish.
Yeah, I haven't done it for collabs because I have no idea.
You can talk Spanish. I can't talk Spanish, but you can talk. I understand. Go ahead, do whatever you want to do.
I mean, I think I think for this one I would do I think this like at like 2+ hours or something like that. I think I could put most of the stuff with subtitles, or like I think this would be the biggest thing that I would like clip the shit out of for myself.
I can talk Spanish for you if you want me to. I'm gonna have bad Spanish grammar. I don't know Spanish too much.
Oh,
like
no.
in my brain, I'm like, yeah, I know Spanish, but like speaking it, I'm like, yo no sé mucho español. Oh no, wait, how do you say it the white? This is gonna be racist. How do you say it the white people way? Español? Wait, how do you say it?
Oh no, I remember the what was it? I remember the song like no, not the song. I was thinking the wrong one.
Also, nice to meet you, Aya. Hi.
The one that we saw the KORAs.
I'm Vin's friend. Want me to talk about what she thinks about you? Oh shit, are we gonna get a Vin call out?
No! Actually,
I will let that up to you, my good sir.
Actually, that is the admin.
That is the admin.
Yeah. Like we talked to one another to improve our like language stuff. Which was ironic because at the time I was mostly trying to learn French at the same time. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of dropped out of French because I got burned out. However, that kind of helped with like Portuguese because it's a mixture of the two, so I got context for some of the stuff, like reading. Reading kind of helped out a lot, and I was like, oh my goodness. Do you have a brain? I don't. We are sharing a brain cell for some things. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm allergic to any green veggies and fruit. There are days I say, alright, ready to eat all the, ready to all the ambulance. And just eat steamed broccoli with cheese whiz. Why cheese whiz? Oh my god. I have realized the art of melting cheese myself. And it's so good. Like, making your own cheese fondue is like, it's so good. I'm like, bruh. Oh, like, bruh, don't use Cheese Whiz. Like, even I know, like, I think Cheese Whiz, for me, I'm gonna say it, I'm gonna throw the hammer. It should be, like, age-gated to, like, fucking teens, or, like, something like that. Because, at this point, making cheese fondue is better than just Cheese Whiz, like,
I've never had cheese fondue. Is it actually, like, hyped up as it's supposed to be?
Well, technically, I just call it fondue because it's literally just melted cheese with extra cream, and I'm like, basically just cheese dip, but you make it by yourself and it's homemade, and I'm like, it tastes so good. Tastes so good.
Oh, mira! La carne asada! Oh, that shit's good. I feel like Bob Ross.
I swear that's one of the things that I always wanted to have, those little rubber brushes. It's like you know it's for food, but it's like but man, it's like you're just painting the food, and then it's like you're so proud of it, and then you'll eat it, and I'm like, oh man. I still like, for me, I like meat well done. I don't know. It just have like that anxiety feeling for some that are like medium rare or something like that. That I might get like food stuff. And I'm like,
only for beef at least. That's the only. You're fine.
Yeah, it was like one of those things, and while also like family wise, I've been taught to like cook it all the way, and I'm like, yeah, cook it all the way.
Well, I think that's that's very. I don't want to say this like as a rude thing, but that's very like typical for Hispanics. We do tend to well done everything.
Yeah, because you don't want to get ill.
That, or like I know in my family, a lot of my parents just said, "Fuck it, put it on high, throw it.
Yeah,
we'll burn it."
And it's like, yep, you know that it's well done and edible and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, that's fine. It's like I never questioned it. Until like you see restaurants now where it's like medium rare, like it is cooked, but all that stuff, and I'm like,
I like medium to medium, like well. Like I don't like rare and stuff of that sort, but I like it in between. And I know a lot of people, as Rue had pointed out, saying red beef. Some people will say that cow is still mooing. If it's like full on like rare, okay, maybe, but that's just, I mean, food has a lot of different preferences with a lot of people. And after having a medium steak, I will never do my steak well done anymore.
I can't trust myself with cooking like medium rare, so it's like medium rare is only for the restaurants. And I'll pay that price because some of the restaurants that I went to are really good. I like their style of cooking. I know I can never do it myself because like I have the well, other than cooking, I hate cleaning. I hate the cleaning part afterwards of cooking. I hate that so much.
You're only there for the food, not the cleaning.
Yes. The only time I like cleaning is when I feel peaceful and like in the zone. It's like, washing dishes. It's like it feels so peaceful and stuff like that. And you just hear the birds like slightly chirping outside. And it's like, yeah, that's peaceful days. Or like cleaning in general. It's like it feels
I will
But
say I love cleaning in games though.
yeah, that's the.
If
Oh my gosh.
yeah, for some reason in games I'm like hell yeah. Like for example, Minecraft, I organize everything and I love cleaning. All right,
Uh,
but in real life I'm like gross.
yes. My goodness, yes. And like again, like the whole like Raft and like Stardew Valley stuff. I'm like, man, managing this is so fun. And then IRL, it's like, no, no. I grew up where cheese wasn't part of our culture. Till pretty recently, though. Cheese was is kind of sort of new to us. Or anything cheese is kind of new to us. Oh! Yeah, okay, now I totally get it. Woof. Like, culture-wise, I guess, like, what was it? Like, I heard in Japan their cheese wasn't that good either.
No,
Cause they're, what was it?
not good.
Lactose? Like, unironically they're lactose, and I'm like, huh, interesting.
A lot of their cheese is fake.
Yeah,
like heavy pasteurized, like something that we would have like American cheese.
Yeah. I'm guessing they also have like cheese whiz to the side.
Probably that cheese whiz, yeah. Well, they don't have canned cheese over there, from what I understand.
Whoa.
Like canned cheese, like the cheese whiz that you come from the can, you squirt it out. Yeah, over there, that's like foreign. That's only the Americans.
Oh my goodness. Aside from like only American stuff, I found it really funny that it is hard to find where I am at the moment. It's really hard to find a stray dog, but it's easy to find a stray cat. Cause I love pets, and it's like if I find a stray, I just take them home and let them be with me forever.
Fucking yoinked.
Yes, yes, and then like my oh my god, this was the funny part. Like my family, I don't know who said it, but I remember like just hearing them say, yeah, like dogs are very rare to find out here in the wild, or like stray dogs are hard to find here in the wild, but in like, you know, in like, what was it, our hometown in Ecuador, they're free range. Just take one home and then they'll be with you forever or something, or until they like the next person. Yeah, it's like dogs are just advanced cats, but they love you more.
Speaking about cats, I'm sorry for those on my end, because I know through Discord you can't hear it because it filters it. But on my end, if you hear running around and bells and just like thuds, that's actually my cats. They're fighting right now.
Oh my god.
So you're gonna hear the little like belchings, the little like thumps, like the big thumps, because they're fucking, they're running around.
Oh my goodness, I would love that a lot. I don't let my cats into my room, not a lot, because then they would immediately want to go out. So
oh, my cats live here. They're like outside. Nah, no, we're not leaving this room.
It's mostly like they want to go eat, or they want to go to the cat litter box, which is located in another part of the house. So I'm like, and of course the best cat, or not the best cat, but second best, the youngest, good old Benji, would start meowing or something like that. He is a precious kitty, but he'll try to sabotage my my laptop, or he'll try to sit on it. No, he'll try to sit on the keyboard. It's like, come on.
Come here, Kel. Come.
Western culture came in less than 100-ish years ago, so a lot of things are new to a lot of people, while the kids are growing up with our culture and Western culture. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Interesante.
I don't think the microphone will pick it up, but I have captured my cat. His name is Kyo. He is a fat orange tabby. Kyo, could you please meow for me? Yo!
No, I just heard your like gasp of air and just fucking laughed.
No, he didn't meow, he just wheezed. What was that? Was he wheezing? He just choked. cat. That was my cat. We.
No,
Oh my
I
God.
couldn't hear your cat, but I just heard you like just burst, and I'm like, oh my God, are you okay?
Yeah, apparently, I guess Discord didn't pick it up.
But
Yo,
yeah,
you don't want to meow for me?
and also because I have like I have a fear that my cat might accidentally like pee on the dirty clothes or something like that if they're here
Oh,
for
are they
too
not
long.
spayed?
Huh?
Are they not spayed?
Yeah, they are.
Oh, they shouldn't do that then.
Oh no, it's because if I like leave in the room to like sleep with me, it kind of happens to one of like my older kitties because they're old now.
Oh, yeah. If they're very old, they can't control
Yeah,
bladders very
yeah,
well.
yeah. But I know one of them is not that old, but they do it out of fucking spite, and I'm like, why? Why did you do this? Why? Because they usually they usually go in the position to pee and like threaten to pee in order to like say open the goddamn door, I'll pee right here, and I'm like, I'm gonna open the door. Yeah, I don't keep my door open all the
Oh,
time.
posture check.
But yeah, if I had like a little bit more what was it, like a little bit more of privacy, I would have my door open so they could just come in, sit on my lap, and then like go away when they want to. Because I know one of the cats that is very attached to me.
Cats are hard to maintain. My friend's cat once pooped in her bed. Oh, my cats, I think from the stories that I hear with people and their cats, my cats are very easy to maintain for some reason. So
Yeah.
I like my cat, Kyo, which is the orange tabby. He's very smart as a cat. So I the only issues I have with him is like during the nighttime, he likes to make a lot of noise because he wants my attention. So he'll like paw at the door just to make the door make a like open and closing type of noises.
Oh.
Just so he can wake me up. So
Oh,
anything he wants his attention, and he's like, I will paw at this door because he knows that I hate it because it's sound.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I have only one of the cats that is long enough to reach for the door handle and open it.
Oh no. Kyo is a fucking menace. Vin, let me tell you something. Kyo, I got him, and you know, I came to California, and I got him trained for an emotional support. So
Ooh.
he can do emotional support thing, but he's a cat and he's an asshole. He doesn't want to do it. So he learned all the tricks, meaning opening up the fridge, opening up the door, turning on and off the lights, just plugging technology, unplugging technology. When I first started streaming, a lot of the times my streams will end with me screaming because he would unplug it to get my attention.
Oh
And
no.
to this day, he still tries to do that, but I have the plug duct taped to the wall so he can't pull it out. And then after I did that, he tried learning how to actually turn off the computer, which he found out very quickly how to turn off the computer. So now I have that covered. So he's too smart, and I don't know what to do with it. I don't know. And then I have another cat, which his name is Yuki. He is a rescue. So he doesn't cause any issues. He just hides all the time. He only comes out for food, and then he goes somewhere else and hides again.
Yeah. Oh, one the one cat that's attached to me is super scared and tries its best to hide, but the other one is like too fucking smart. Oh my god! Like I kept saying this. He's like a light cream yellow kind of tabby. His name is Benji. What was it called? He snores. He snores loudly when he falls asleep. It's adorable, but it was also scary because I thought there was like another human when I'm alone. It's like, no, it's just him like fucking passed out snoring, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. Because the other cats don't snore as much, or like you don't hear their breath as much, and I'm like, oh my god. But yeah, like all of them are distinctively smart. Like the smartest one I said before, it's a little tuxedo cat, but now it's an old boy. He opens up. All of our door handles are like the what you call it, the curvy stick, not the doorknob, but like the long thing. So he just casually stretches and like does that, and then he just like opens the door, and I'm like, jeez, stop. Because sometimes he just opens the door like randomly, like at random times of the night, and we just think it's a home intruder or something, but it's like, no, it's just the cat. And it's like, oh my goodness. Oh yeah, it's like it happened like at unexpected times, because that boy really likes to go outside, and I hate it. I don't know. I think it's because of our shift from an apartment to an actual house. He wanted to go outside, and I do not like that at all. And even though he's like oldest older brother, Benji goes along with it, going like, yeah, I want to go outside too, because Big Brother is going outside too, and stuff like that. And I'm like, no. Of course, we can't put a fence or anything like that, because they will jump over it and such, or like dig. So I'm like, god dang it. I'm mostly scared because of the fact that, well, in the area there's like foxes, other cats for some odd reason. It's like, oh, now I want to take in more cats since they're there right now. And occasionally deer. And I'm like, oh, so cute. It's been a while since we've seen deer.
Well, you kind of live on the edge of the wilderness, because I live in the city, so we don't get any of that.
Yeah, I wish this house like was already a cottage house, and they'll be like, all right, I have the dream, all said and done. Yay.
Been becoming a Disney princess when?
The last thing that would ever pop out of the forest in our case would probably be a goddamn bear, but
oh, that's scary.
But the person that did the solar panels to us went like, yeah, you're nowhere near bear territory. And I'm like, oh, cool. Big sad, but cool. Oh my god, I heard no, because I heard the news of like California, like there's this bear, I don't know his name, I'm just gonna call it Yodi. Or Yogi?
Okay. Yogi the bear?
Yeah, it was like I saw it on the news. It was like this 500-pound bear just crashes in people's houses and eats stuff from their fridge. And I love the testimony. It's like, he just goes in our fridge and eats our stuff. He doesn't growl. He doesn't make a face. He just eats our stuff. And he's like 500 pounds. This thing is a chonky bear. Like the biggest chonky bear ever. Like terrorizing Californian, like, refrigerators. And I'm like, this is really funny because the people seem really chill about it. It's like, well, he doesn't make a face, he just ransacks our fridge, and then we just have to wait until later.
Jeez, I thank God I live in the city, because I don't want to deal with any of that.
I was like, he's so big and fluffy, and the fact that he doesn't like react too much as long as you don't steal your own food away from him. It's like, he's so cute. To me, like from a distance, he just looks like one of those like Amazon like stuffed bear, like they were like stuffed bear that a human person can like lay on it. It's like an extra bed, not a bean bag, but like an extra bed, and I'm like, oh, that's so cozy. I'm actually a little bit happy that the police haven't done anything for it. It's like, don't shoot the bear, they'll make you racist because he's black.
What the fuck, man?
But
oh my God, that is some juicy steak. I want those potato sticks though.
Were they? Oh wait, is horseradish a type of potato? I forget.
Isn't it a root? It's a root, isn't it?
Oh.
Hey Siri, what is horseradish?
Stuff a cucumber into it.
A perennial plant with the family. It is a root vegetable, cultivated and used worldwide as a...
Oh.
Would you like to hear more?
No, thank you, Siri. Yeah, it's a root.
Ah, nice. Yeah, no, I can't. Sometimes I just say food is food. Can't differentiate sometimes.
No, Oh, I can't. I am connoisseur, okay? I'm that person who I'm just like, I need to know every little detailed ingredient in this because this shit tastes good. If this thing was made from butter, this thing had bone marrow in it. I'm one of those people that I'm a food critic, right? I love food so much. Speaking about food, I'm gonna shell out quick because oh my god. I recently got Treat Stream. Do you know what that is, Vin?
What is that?
Okay, let me teach you.
Oh.
So Treat Stream is you know how like when you have bots within your channel or like you know like Gift of Throne, people gift you items, right?
Oh.
There's another one called Treat Stream, which your viewers can buy you food.
Oh.
And it goes off of Grubhub, if you have Grubhub in your area. So people can send me food if they want to. And I heard of this and I'm like, people can send you food? And then they're like, yeah, people can send you food. I have it enabled. Why? For that one day. For that one day I'm given food, I can stream.
Cool. I didn't know. I heard of Throne. I never enabled it because I have no idea. Like, it's like I just got OBS Sama to like work with me here. I don't know if it's gonna work out. But it, but again, I'm just.
I'll teach you about it.
I'm gonna like whatchamacallit? Like as soon as I post like the whole celebration thingy and stuff like that for the PC tower, I'll be happy. I already have set for like a better or like an actual webcam, because the other one I had an old one where I was able to show like the rest of my body, instead of like my actual like I only have the like not PNG but like I had my VTuber model, just the face, and then the rest of my body is like in a different outfit and stuff like that, where I moved my hands to actually express what I wanted to express for the most part. So those days were really fun until the camera itself died. I used it. I was so glad that that it died after I finished the feet Nuzlocke, which was playing on an emulator with my feet as a Pokemon Nuzlocke and stuff like that.
I can't believe you played it with your feet.
It was hard at the beginning, but I was like to celebrating the remake and the new game that came out that I still don't have the chance to play. Big sad, but oh well. I'll play them eventually. I'm just not going to be in the loop, sadly. I'll be out of the loop again.
Okay.
But yeah, it's like I'm trying to be spoiler free because I really do enjoy the Pokemon games. It's like for that one and that alone, it's the only one that that it started the whole catapulting into like, what is JRPG? Or what is RPG? What is video game? What are different devices? Because I did not have a console at all as a kid. Like an actual at-home console. Never. So yeah, the only thing that was like, at the time, like cheap and stuff like that was the DS. Or like the DS line. Cheap and portable. So that's when I was like, what is this? And that's how I got into like my video game rabbit hole and stuff like that. And of course that's when I found like the whole like date sim or Otome stuff, and it's like I want more of that, but like in a different style.
I have a lot of lists. If you want a lot of Ultimate games, I got you, hun. I got you.
And I found it funny that I revisit some of them because some of them got ported into like phone apps. Which is a lot more predatory than actually trying to get the game, which I was like, oh my goodness.
I recently picked up an Ultimate game. It's called Fantasy of the Dark, and I thought it was the shit, right? I was like, hell yeah, this game so good. And then I finally got to Endgame within the Ultimate, and like there were so many like spelling mistakes. I'm like, this isn't polished.
Wait a second. Wait, is it by any chance called Ephemeral or something like that?
Yes!
Oh my god, that is a free mobile game as well. So I thought it was hilarious.
It is free, on mobile, but it's $40 on Steam, and I have it on Steam.
Right, no, I totally get you, but I think the funny part is that you unlock a chapter a day when that's the whole free aspect. And I was like,
Oh my God.
bruh, but
Nah. Over there, I was like, I didn't pay for it, but I was gifted it, and it was $40, and it wasn't really polished. Like there is like, especially with
no,
like,
I
they
feel
typed
ya.
in have, but they forgot the A, so it was just HVE, and I'm like,
Oof.
what?
Yeah, no, I understand the ports.
I
Like
was so sad.
like my sad port. The Shall We Date line of games. I'm not gonna lie.
Vin,
What?
who did you go for? Did you play the ninja one? You had to.
I played both of the ninja ones.
Okay, which
are
one
we
did you
talking
go
about?
for?
The one that I remember the most at the moment was the one where you had the
Ninja
brunette hair.
Shadow, I think it's called.
All I can remember was your protagonist had brunette hair, and oh my god, I still have what you call it? I still had the one of the blue-haired guys. He was like not a twink, but kind of a twink, and I was like, man, I still kept the screenshot.
Did he have long hair?
Short hair.
She had short hair. Okay. Short hair.
Oh my god, but
I'm
I
definitely-
love the green haired dude actually. I think that was when I was gunning for. I was like, oh my god, I like
Okay.
that story a lot. You know those games feel like fan fiction that I could have just like easily read, but I spent so much time like waiting for the free stuff that I didn't even realize that I could look up fan fiction of like the same exact scenario and plot points but with different characters and stuff like that, or like the
Was
Y and
character
stuff.
Was the character named Hades by any chance?
No.
No. Okay. I'm gonna pull. How about Sato?
Yes, that rings a bell. That rings a hard bell.
I know exactly which Shall We Date game you played, because I played that shit when I was like 14.
Oh my god, it was like when I had
It
my
is so
first
old.
smartphone. Oh my goodness. Actually, the first Shall We Date game was actually the vampire one.
The first one I played was Ninja Love. That's the one that.
I think I played the
Ooh.
Plus game, like the new game Plus ones that they did, like the role remake thing. But yeah, the first one that I went into was the vampire one.
I wanted to play that one, but I was a poor kid because the only one that I could find was the one you had to pay for.
Oh my god, that was the funny part. It was still free and stuff like that, but free chapters a day and stuff like that. But aside from that, I didn't pick the vampires at first. I picked the werewolves, and I didn't realize they were werewolves until you like get into it, and I was like, I don't care. They're not the vampire ones because I didn't look into their story and stuff like that. Like not that much, but
Like, what is this? This is trash.
well, no, like the
Is it roses? Like in
yes,
blood roses? Plus?
yes, that one.
What?
I love
this
the
is
art. I love the art for some reason. I liked the. I think that's how I basted. What was it? One of their outfits. I love the other werewolf. He was a baker, and I was like, oh my god. Or like one of them is a cook, and I'm like, oh my god. And
That's
it
how
was
you
so
win my
cute.
heart.
I know, right? It's like it's like let's be cooking buddies forever, and I'm like, yes. And also like the art, like the ending art and stuff like that, it looks super nice. To me, it felt wholesome.
My favorite guy from the Shall We Date Roses Plus was Celtis and Seth, I believe.
I can't remember.
They are both guys that are like, huh, you're not enough for me. You know? That stereotypical, like, righteous man.
Oh my god, yeah.
I think they're mostly enemies.
I found it really funny that I chose the vampires. Like I wanted to read them, but I wanted to like save them for last because it's like I don't know. I didn't like their first impressions. So I never really got to them because I went for both the werewolves, your cat familiar that was in like the little end of it. I stick to the very end. I did not do season 2 because you switch protagonists, and I don't know. I like the black hair because it was like relatable instead of the pink haired one. The best friend because I was like the childhood friend, man, the childhood friend trope.
That's a good trope. I like, even though it's always the same.
Yeah,
They're like,
or
oh,
like
we've been childhood friends for so long, but I love you, and like they see
yeah,
your
but
childhood friend is your wingman.
right. And I'm like, oh, I feel so nice, but also like sometimes when they put in the childhood friend where like the dynamics aren't that like tropey or like or like that stuff where you could tell that they like move and flow and stuff like that. Basically, I'll go back to that, but Tears of Themis style, like what was it, Luke? Fucking Luke is the like not childhood but high school friend, but it's still hilarious. He's my second to last interest because I like the therapist more because I need that therapy. I need that
Hey you therapist, can you? I don't even want to make the joke.
No. It's probably the reason because it's like, I feel so dumb, but when someone smart just tells me about shit, I'm like, whoa, mind blown. Like I would like to have my mind blown, please, yeah. but yeah. Oh my god. like I love like how the childhood friend trope just works when the two characters aren't so overly dramatic or underly dramatic. It just feels like a conversation. Like instead of just friends, also it's like a familiar conversation as well. So you get that kind of connection. It's like, oh, it's so homey.
I do love stories that are like that. They're like, oh yeah, they have like an actual like spark. But you see, I'm that type of person who I go after the people who want to step on you and you at the same time flash you a smile and you're like, you're mine now.
No. I
go for the villains.
No. I totally get it. I totally get it. But for me, I was like, I think I'm like, I don't know. I think for me it was the kudereis, like, cause they have the most development. Like you first meet, they're like silent or like no emotions, and then like after that they get the most developed, and I'm like, oh, my heart.
I always go after them.
I that's what was it, the other than the baker a werewolf, there was the mysterious werewolf, and that's when I was like, oh, what are you? And then like, are you just a human, like human hunter in this situation? It's like, no, he was a werewolf with his baker werewolf buddy, but they didn't say much. And I was like, I remember it fondly because of the fact that I like on my phone I still have my SD card with one of their pictures, and I was like, oh yeah, that brings a fond memory of not paying attention in class.
I have a question for you because we're getting really into these dates soon. Because now I think you have to have this game. Do you have Dream Boyfriend?
Dream Boyfriend? I don't think it is it on Steam? I haven't done a lot of Steam hunting.
It's on phone. It's on phone.
Phone, okay.
It's on phone.
Hang on.
It's called Dream Boyfriend. It's like a dress-up game.
I have no idea. No. I feel like when you say like Dream Boyfriend, I'm like, okay, so who's the developer? Is it like there's a lot of Dream Boyfriends, and it's like I can't pinpoint which one.
Okay. Let me explain.
Is it like a voltage game?
No. A Dream Boyfriend is that, or like the storyline is that you're kind of like walking somewhere and then you get given a phone and it's a magical, and it pops up your quote-unquote dream boyfriend. So it's like a dressing simulator that you can send your boyfriend out to work to earn coin to dress him up, and then you can like talk to him and he's like, oh, wonderful weather we're having. Or like, you know, the more you like build up your hearts, the more like romantic he is, right?
I think that's on my wish list. I haven't gone through many like, I think I stopped a little bit because what was it? Shall We Date's Obey Me came out, you know?
Oh, yes,
and I was like so tempted there to like show my money, like basically I was trying to hard restrain myself.
Bro. Who's your favorite character on Obey Me?
I'm not gonna lie, Osmo has a certain spot for me.
Oh my god.
It's like the degenerate side. It's like Osmo has a certain spot, but I understand fuck, who was his name? One of the angels, can't remember. What was it? I can't remember his name, but I liked one of the angels as well, and I was like, Torn, sad Torn. They're so nice looking, and I do basically like that.
Are you talking about Lucifer?
No, not Lucifer.
The one with the black hair?
No. I know he's a fallen angel, but like one of the pure angels. He's dark skinned. I think the only dark skinned guy on there.
Oh fuck, I don't remember.
Yeah. Oh, and the butler! Oh my god, the butler. Look, I always had a liking to butlers.
Man, butlers. It's so sad that most of the games don't give you the option to date the butler. And you're like, but why'd you give him art though?
Yeah, why did you give him art and a personality? Sometimes they even have a personality on there, and I'm like, bruh. And also,
I would love to go after the butlers.
And also sometimes their outfits do be so good.
Poppin'.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my god. Oh my goodness, stop. It's like when I will shill out money for the butler character, cause bruh, basically. But yeah, no, my first, and I'm gonna say this, how I got my inspiration, or the dress one, was from the what was it, the French game, the French otome that is still trying to go on. I still remember the big drama when they ended the season 1. And they made season 2, and they cut half of the love interests and made new love interest.
Oh, I don't remember that one.
It's My Candy Love. It was half of the dress-up game. That's why a lot of people did not know why I love tailcoats, and it's like my outfit is kind of based on it.
I remember. Oh, I just played that shit religiously. I made like 4 accounts to go after 4 different guys.
I feel that.
And like,
I didn't really. Oh my god, the best part, it's like you made sure you find, like, what was it? The guides, the guidebook.
Yes, because they're like, you have to go to the store and buy this certain outfit so this guy can actually notice you, or you have to keep walking the corridors. But you like, every time when they weren't there, you were just wasting like your energy, and you had a little time of energy. So you're like, please, I gotta go back to them in this corridor, back from underneath.
Oh no! My nightmare was the dialogue as well. It's like you choose the wrong dialogue, and it's like you don't get the illustration. Like it literally says, "Oh no, you don't get the illustration." I'm like, "Fuck you!"
Oh my god!
And then you would have to replay, and then you would have to waste to replay.
This is why I had like 4 accounts. I went after 4 different guys.
Right.
And I like religiously looked at the guy.
But yeah, I remember hearing about the whole like big drama where basically they cut off half of the guys because their team just couldn't think of anything like better to do with them. It's like, bruh, this is like a fan fiction writer's dream.
Yeah, apparently they have new because back then when I was playing Candy Love, it was only the high school life.
Right.
Like
they have
first episode. Now they have university.
Right.
And I think like something else. I don't know. It's like 3 other ones.
Right. I was so baffled when it happened. And stuff like that. I think it was like at the end when I realized that I came back to it, and then I was like very shocked about it because that. So basically they have 4. Like I checked in recently, and they're like, "Hey, we brought back the dating options that we totally didn't ask for money purposes, and if like they hold the first one ransom, it's like, we know this is a lot of people's favorites, so if you go and give us money."
Was Ransom the redhead? Because I know they shelled out the redhead. Like,
no,
they
shelled out the bad boy till the very end.
It's like the red-haired one. I knew that was everybody, especially.
I couldn't blame myself either. Like the redhead was like hot, you know, as like the bad boy of the group too. But I loved his friend. I fucking loved his friend, the one that got axed, and now they brought him back as an alternative route, or like an alternative universe, which kind of sucked.
I didn't know his
His
best
friend is the
'cause
goth
he
friend.
once-
Goth
Oh,
Goth
oh,
BF.
that one.
Yeah, he was the Victoria Goth BF, and I was like, I love you so much. Hang on, cause I vividly remember one of the episodes, like not that episode, like where you meet him and stuff like that, but when you meet your best friend and you try to steal your best friend's boyfriend, it's like, morally I have no clue, but but your boyfriend is hot, so it's like it gives you the option to sabotage, but the ending is still that they get back together. But I'm like, it's like did they hit for a goth BF option, and then they did give us, and I'm like, oh my god, thank goodness, because I did wanted to steal the other girl's guy away, because I was like, he's hot though.
I always went for the silver, probably because I like silver hair characters.
Same.
The guy with like the fancy guy that had silver hair and like a little like a blue scarf, and then I went with the preppy boy, like the blonde hair guy that helps you out at first.
I like the idea of like the whole, like, what was it called? You know, the whole dynamic of the school body president and stuff like that. Like he's a good noodle. He was a good noodle golden retriever and stuff like that, right?
Yep.
And then it's like you just get to like bring him out of the whole like school life shell and stuff like that. It's like that's really the fun character dynamic as well, other than the bad boy. And if I can remember, the goth BF was, or the Victorian BF was whatchamacallit, he was a kudere, and I think that hit even harder because he was forgetful as well, and I was like, no.
Oh, I found the names. Okay, so the redhead was Castle, right?
Oh my god.
Later on, he dyed his hair black. I thought he was fucking hot.
Oh my god, like that was his natural hair color. I was like, bruh.
Yeah, I'm like, why'd you dye it red? Go back, return. And then the other one was the redhead, or not the redhead, the blonde one. The student body president was Nathaniel, which is funny because during the time when I was playing the game, I was like 13, right? And I actually had a crush on a person who was named Nathaniel.
Ooh.
So I hunted this one in the game down because in real life I had a crush on somebody with the same name.
Down bad. I feel that for like some of the otomes that use like the English, like English names. I'm like, oh no. Oh no.
My god. And then the brown-haired one, which was your friend, was Kenton, something like that.
Oh,
who's
yeah,
your childhood friend that just transferred over.
I forgot, bruh.
And then the goth guy, the goth gamer guy, was named Armin. And the silver-haired one that was always fancy and as he was forgetful was named like Lysander or something like that.
Sweet baby Jesus, yes.
That was the character.
That rings a bell hard to the very end.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
As talking to the treasure trove of this. But yeah, I jumped in recently and they were like, hey, this is not canon, but if you give us your money, it will be canon. That we'll bring the boys back one by one. And I'm like, bruh, you're like a dying company since season 2, basically. But I didn't mind because a lot of I think that was when I just I graduated and did basically I was out of that internet sphere until studying and stuff like that. So it's I only got the last wave of it, and then it was it wasn't bad, but a lot of people still complain, and that's how their revenue got cut and stuff like that. I think one of the biggest things, at least they were flexible, I should say. They gave out, what was it, 1 or 2 female options. Since they axed the other boys, they gave out a female and another female, or I don't know if it was 1 or 2, but I remember a lot of people going I mean, it's innovative, but I miss my old boys, man. It's I paid money for a happy ending, and I got no happy ending from them.
I was just sad.
Yeah.
I was just sadage with no money now.
Yeah, it's what you call it? I think for me it felt at the time an OnlyFans basically, but you didn't get what you wanted, and it's well, now you don't get the money. And I guess that's how they were like struggling. But yeah,
Jesus.
that's
This whole talk has awoken stuff for me that I'm like I thought died when I became an adult.
Or you should. I mean, technically, we could just call this nostalgia hour.
Nostalgia
Yes.
hour,
Oh my
definitely.
goodness.
Though it is almost hitting 3 hours, Vin.
Oh, fuck. Look, I didn't realize time. I only realized
Yeah.
time when I was trying to fix my
Well, I mean,
hairs.
yeah, 1 hour of it. When you struggling.
It was baby steps, I swear. It was baby steps. But yeah. Eventually I'll do better, I swear. Hopefully maybe by this spring, like spring, like March and or April, hopefully I could get what I can. Oh, basically.
Okay. I'm always happy to have another just chatting stream with you.
Nice. Oh man, I wanna see from my other streams what other type of games could I mean the second closest thing would be Stardew Valley. And like Stardew Valley co-op. I think that would be like the second thing, cuz I mean that one works at least very well. I just have to have a lot of lag stuff, but at least it doesn't like override and stuff like that.
I don't remember if I have Stardew. Let me check. Because I know I have it on my Switch.
Ah.
And then I pirated the one on PC, but anyways.
Oh,
Let me
that's
see
okay.
if I have it or not.
Yeah, that's okay. I think
Oh, no, I do.
Oh, fuck.
Last played November 12th, 2019. Okay.
Oh, that was a long time ago.
That was
I'm guessing
that was a hot
you have it on your Switch, and that would be like, I guess, more recent or something. I don't know.
Let me check. Let me check my Switch.
Yeah. Ugh. I should probably drink more water. Not even water, just mango juice. Man,
I don't even have it installed.
That's alright. I like the fact that, what was it, the Final Fantasy XIV game, and on Steam it doesn't say how many hours I clocked in, but I vividly remember the hours that I did for like the entire bunny set and the gambling in the saucer time. I never.
Oh my god.
That is the lore for the totally a bunny. Totally ignore the lizard tail and the lizard scales. Vin is that she just went in with somebody and tried to play in order to impress them, and did almost all the side quests because it's hard to earn gil. Or like all the gil and stuff like that, which was very interesting. Because of course no, because
as a veteran, I will tell you how easy guild is actually.
No. I mean, in terms of like free demo user and stuff like that, I was like, it's interesting how little gil or like how little of the currency I get in compared to like other MMOs and stuff like that. Well, technically the other MMO it was more inflation, but we won't get into that one.
It's more inflation.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm like, usually I would have at least 10k and not 1k with all these side quests, but interesting.
Final Fantasy, starting out, you don't get a lot of guild, but like after, because the trial only goes for level 60, which you can earn a lot of guild, but you have to be at level 60 in order to get a majority of that guild.
Yeah.
And that is like the end of the free trial. But you can do everything at level 60, so I think it's fine. But to get like the really like good chunk of guild, it's like level 70 and 80, like the actual going to cap level, definitely.
And I heard there's a guild cap anyway on the free trial or something like that.
Yes, there is.
So I was like, I mean, I don't think I'm gonna do much, so okay. And yeah, it was to the point where I was mostly happy playing triple triad and going to triple triad tournaments. Like basically all that stuff. And so like when the person told me about the golden saucer, and when I saw those bunny ears, I was like, I must have them. And so there goes Vin with the gambling. She or like even trying all the other games, because they were really fun in and of itself, like the mining or like the wood, the chopping wood one, and then the mining one was really interesting.
I like the chopping one better than the mining one.
And the events, like some of the events, I wasn't able to play some of them because of my, of course, my laggy PC and stuff like that. Like platformy ones, I wasn't able to jump the best. They got a little guilty. They thought I like I was sad because the Discord call kind of gotten like silent or something like that. But I realized I was getting disconnected. So I was like, no, it's okay. Hang on, let me quickly text you. It's a-okay. It's just that I guess I can't play this event very well, and that's okay. But the other events were really fun, and I was able to get enough of the coins there. And of course, I did the lottery in hopes to like boost up even more. I even got the gambler set. That's the funny part. I got the whole gambler set. Because the trench coat looks pretty pog. And the bunny outfit. And then maybe an extra, what was it? Those familiar friends? Like I got the black kitty and the unlucky bunny. Like I could have gotten the mount if I saved all of the money, but I didn't. One of the $1 million mounts, but I didn't feel like it. It was really funny though. But then it like I uninstalled the game because I was like, it's like I guess I got what I wanted, but I felt empty. And as soon as I installed it, like a completely different buddy gave me a free subscription, like a gift, and I was like, bruh, I don't know when I'll come back to this. I hope it just doesn't expire because I took it off, and I didn't even realize how much space it took up. Like I didn't realize how much FF took a lot of space in my actual like PC inventory, and I was like shocked and scared.
PC inventory. Oh, man, you're so cute.
Look, my storage.
PC inventory.
My storage.
Storage.
I keep forgetting the word sometimes because I'm like I should be translating
it's PC
right now.
inventory now. It's
should
forever PC inventory. I don't know what you mean. It's fucking adorable.
But the fact that my storage was over, and like that was the only game while the other ones were smaller, and that shocked me a lot because I was editing videos basically, and I realized that I didn't have enough storage for the rendering part. Because I needed to render some of it, and then after rendering, I would like delete the render cache, and then I realized that, oh no, I've been playing FF and even like the updates and stuff like that, and oh, it took and then I uninstalled it, and I was like, oh, that was a big chunk of space freed.
Oh my god.
I was like, it was an interesting nightmare because I was super sad because I was like, I don't think I can upload this like video today or this like tiny clip today and stuff like that. And I guess this was before I like frequently started to stream, because I would try to do one clip, one stream, and so on and so forth. But I kind of slowly get burnt out because I would have to re-look at all of my VODs and find a moment to clip, basically. Yeah, it's like since no one else is clipping, I do it myself. Like I edit and do everything myself to hopefully like expand, basically.
I believe in you. It takes a lot of effort. I hardly. Oh my god, I wouldn't know if I had to do that. Shit, you're doing God's work.
Also, sorry, but that what was it? Wilmington is really good.
Oh, I know. It looks. Shit.
I know I could never cook it that well, but God, it looks nice.
My God, it looks like crunchy. Sounds crunchy.
But also at the same time, I was thinking of like a lot of people's dream like visits are like Japan and stuff like that, but like the biggest contrast for me is like cooking at home versus like going to restaurants and stuff like that, because again, like being raised to make your own food and stuff like that for the majority of the part is really fun. And it kind of sucks that ingredients are triple the expensive than like over here in like America and stuff like that. So I'm like that's a nightmare, but I would enjoy all the restaurants, but then if I went to all of the restaurants and eat at them, it's like it's like, huh. Or like you get homesick, like home cooking sick as well. Like, oh man, I miss a home cooked meal every once in a while.
I just want somebody to cook for me. I feel the thing is like if I cook for myself, I feel like it's not great. But if I eat somebody else's food, I'm like, oh, this shit's awesome. I would prefer somebody to cook for me than me cooking for myself, because I don't think it will taste good.
Oh, yeah. Well, philosophical wise, for me, I'm like, I don't know. I just like how I like the process of like I did this, I made this, I feel proud of myself, and then eating it as well, and it's like the results would be really good. I'm like, yay.
See, look, I'm fascinated at watching people cook. So if like somebody was like, "Oh, I'll cook for you," I will pull up a chair and watch. I'm like, yo, what are you doing? Why are you mixing it? Why you like? I'm that kid that's like, what are you doing? I want to see. Can I help? I want to mix the bowl.
No,
I'm that person.
No, I think one of the things is probably because occasionally when we have the time, because they're expensive, like shrimp. Like shrimp are expensive for some reason, but when I actually want to, I really want to make a ceviche like by myself, myself a ceviche, and I'll be like,
so
yeah, I made this, and then I eat it, and I'm like, oh, it's so good. It's like homemade, yay.
Oh my god.
I think that's like one of the things. That I guess I would be like, yeah, I'm gonna feel homesick if I like eat, like, you know, if I had a lot of people's like cooking and stuff like that. It's like, man, I wanna make something myself. I think that was the funny part when I got bored of like, you have like a packet of instant ramen, so instead I make a different type of broth, and I put different seasonings for that broth, and then I put in maybe a slice of ham to cook in the broth, or maybe even an
I'm
egg,
the same way.
or maybe even some chicken. And then once those things are done cooking, I then would put the ramen in, and then it'll be like, it's a different type of ramen. Yeah.
This is what I do with my ramen. I get what I normally do is I get like chicken type of flavored ramen, and so I get jamon, and I bake it over like a comal, so it gets really crispy, and then I get like huevos, and I like hard boil it, but just like soft, so when you cut it, it leaks, right? And so, but then after that, I will make the ramen, but the thing is, I put like Valentina sauce in it. I'll put some Valentina sauce in it, and then I put the jamon, and then I'll get the egg, and then I'll get some chives, and I'll cut up a little bit of chives to like sprinkle it on. That's how I eat it. So good.
Okay, since I'm not the best tolerating hot sauce or like tolerating spicy stuff, however,
Really?
well, no, it's like, I wasn't really raised on it. Like, both of my parents aren't the best at tolerating spicy stuff, but they like it to a degree. But for me, I always wanted to like, I always had that curiosity, basically. So I still have this. I think it's a type of like, what are they called? Oil, like cooking oil. But it's Japanese because I got influenced by a Red House member to use their code to buy something and stuff like that. I guess this was like pre-pandemic, basically, like BC before COVID. Basically, and I quite enjoyed it, and I still have it. It's a packet of 2, basically, and it's like very tiny. It's like I don't know what kind of hot cooking oil it is, but it's so good that you only need like a couple of droplets, because I learned my lesson after thinking like, well, I might waste it in like this one like steak, and then I eat the steak and then I'm like, I want to cry.
Eat it, chill.
Why are you watching food videos as of late? Because I love food.
I don't mind. It's like I don't know how to react, and I guess food is a lot better than like memes and stuff like that, because sometimes a meme will fly over my head. Or like
there's not a good compilations anymore about memes. All of it's TikTok now.
Yeah, and that and like the copyright music. I'm more vulnerable because the Red House can like slam dunk and detect. And I'm like, oh no. I find it funny because a lot of people got mad at like what was it? Of like music and stuff like that over there at the Red House, but the thing is they don't copyright strike vocals if you're doing like not a cappella but just vocal only. Cause I remember uploading a video where I decided to like face my panic attack and like just go on and do like basically a upload of a karaoke stream, thinking for everyone that it's like a karaoke at the time, when I really had a bad like VTuber setup and stuff like that. But still, it's like I showed them the type of genres that I was into, or like the little peek of genres that I was into, and stuff like that. And yeah, that did get whatchamacallit, that did claim, but I didn't get a warning or anything like that, or like I didn't get a strike, which I was very happy for. But then I decided to experiment on a stream itself to just do a song, but I only did the vocals for it, just the vocals. There was no background sound, nothing like that, and that did not get a like we detected the like a detection or stuff like that. It just said
copyright detection.
Yeah. It just said no restrictions and stuff like that. And I was like, And if you don't do acapella, like if you don't do the sounds that is easily matched to the original track, like if you do like the snares or something like that, or like the beat, then it won't detect it if you're just doing vocal only. And I'm like, that's an exploit that I would like to try again, but I don't feel like it at the moment because I'm still not out of the situation.
The first one.
Yeah. No, but I love the fact that the only song, I call it the Yaoi song, the only song that didn't get claimed was the Yaoi song. I was like,
Jesus.
my fucking gracious, they did not claim the Yaoi song. That is fucking hilarious. And why I call it the Yaoi song is because it's from a technically Yaoi anime. I'm gonna call it /shonen, because one of the characters, they technically are a shadow, but they go by he, him pronouns.
I know exactly what.
Like the fact,
Such an old anime.
like the fact that it was ahead of its time with certain subjects. Like I was rewatching it because I was like, I want a nostalgia trip. I should watch old anime. And then I was like, oh my god, this is like weirdly ahead of its time, like in terms of themes and stuff like that. And it's like it flew over my head as a kid because, or like not as a kid, but like when you first started on the internet, like as a teen, basically. Like as a teen, it's like you only think of like yaoi, and then it's like, oh no, it's deep. It's actually deep.
Jesus Christ.
I want to sing the opening. I sung the ending. That didn't get claimed, but I think the opening would get claimed. I wouldn't give a fuck. That's my dream.
Vocally, probably not, but if you were to put like background, yeah, because that song was more popular than the ending.
Yeah. Yeah, but I like the ending because it has the melody of like a cha-cha thing. It was like dun dun dun, but it goes like an octave lower. And I'm like yeah, that sounds oddly familiar, like an octave lower, like they took a sample of it. And then I was like, that's really fucking funny that it never got clean.
How was my waffles? Oh, I'm just reading that right now. My waffles were fantastic. I didn't finish it. It's in the fridge. I want to eat it. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Name.
Speaking of, yeah. It's so adorable watching these two get geek out. I'm sorry, we derailed so quickly, cause I'm like, I never really talked to anyone else about the like these type of subjects, cause it was so hard.
Hi, yes, hello. I'm happy to be here with you to talk to you, but it is also hitting 3 hours, and I'm really.
Are you sleeping?
Unless I'm like, I'm gonna eat on stream, and I don't want to be rude.
Oh no, that's fine. You could slap that on as an ASMR thing. At the moment, I was trying to like sneak a bunch of like drinks, basically, because my mouth was getting dry.
Go ahead. I think drinking is fine, but I'm gonna like go to my fridge and pull out a whole fucking leftover cold ass waffle. Fuck it. I'm getting it.
You didn't finish the waffle? Oh.
I didn't finish it.
Oh no. I accidentally not finish the waffle.
Look, I was worried I was gonna be late to stream, and so I ate like one, and then there was like 2 other ones.
I thought I was gonna be late to stream because of the technical difficulties.
You technically were. Okay, I'm eating this. I'm sorry, everybody. This is it. I'm eating on stream. Anything. I normally would just end it. I don't really care, but I'm hungry. I'm hungry as hell.
Oh, that's okay. But yeah, going on to what I was saying was the what was it? The whole thing of like I couldn't really find anyone that that I could talk to about, because all of the friends that I had in what was it? The friends that I had in school wise, they're gone. Like not gone, but like keep in touch, but they have their own stuff to do and stuff like that. So it's like we went from like besties to acquaintances kind of ordeal. So I'm like so I think like the only friends that I could like really step out were like the ones that I made along the way, like pre VTubing versus actual VTubing, and stuff like that, pre versus post and stuff like that. Yeah.
Well, I'm happy to have gone to know you, to be your friend.
Queda poquito para el yes, yeah, before anything, my chat totally keeps forgetting, like, yep, I have the dedicated bonk sound and bonk gif. so they can absolutely do that. Cause before before I'm gonna call it the settling down arc. Before I settled down, I showed I quote unquote I showed, can't really prove it with the good censor bars, but I did a lot of things that TOS would have like stabbed me several times, but because they were worried about other creators, they never got to me, they never detected me, so I was like, nice.
I've seen your YouTube. I know exactly what you mean.
Well, I did it on the Purple House as well. That's why I was like, the TOS you know, the TOS like over here was like strict as well, or like not too strict, but you know, like it's a kind of double standard, because when I had the webcam, I didn't say my top half was exposed because I had my shoulders covered, and I had a sports bra on. But you know,
Oh my god.
it
You
was
really danced along the line.
yeah. But I could clearly say it was like I'm an adult. And I casually said that I was cosplaying Tanjiro because I had a flannel that had the colors. Like just the top half of my shoulders, and it's like it doesn't look like it unless I sit up. But yeah, I'm just calling it the down bad arc because I was down bad, but I wasn't down bad in a way. I wanted to show people like, hey guys, if you haven't seen some art, then here you go. And I think that's where Dorime came from, because instead of looking at the art, one of the biggest breakthroughs was full color. For me, like that was the biggest thing. I was like, I only thought doujins were black and white. Like literally.
Sit up.
Like, I only thought they were black and white, and then you can never have color in them. Like, never. Like, nothing.
Nah.
Unless it was, like, you know, the cover picture to clickbait you into it. But it's like, I never had the imagination to put those type of, like, colors into, like, what the manga panel was. And then I discovered manhwa not safe for work, and that's when I opened the door where I want to make a video about this. I want to make a video about this. And also, like, the fact that they had a story or a concept of it. Like, what if My Hero Academia was for adults, and what happens to adults when they're superheroes and stuff like that, and what happens if One for All was actually a disease, and
What type of like fan fictions are you reading, Vin?
But they're so good though.
Oh my lord.
Like even though there's a lot of text to read before you get into the nitty-gritty, it's so interesting because I'm like, where there's a breather moment in character development, it's so interesting. That I'm like, and what if the villain was actually looking like Deku, because he's got bitter and stuff like that. He turned himself into a villain.
Vin, you know what you sound like right now?
Is it
You know what you
chills?
sound like? Burger King foot letters, the only thing you have.
I love Chill's voice. Yes. He's an icon. He's an incredible icon. Yes.
Oh my god.
But yeah. And I'm like I decided to make an entire playlist of that cuz like, one, full color, biggest bonus ever. Two, an actual cohesive story. And most of them already have an ending. Like, some of them are completed, and I'm like, oh my goodness, this was really good. Aside from being smutty, this was a really cohesive story.
Aside from being a slut.
Oh yeah, like that. Oh my goodness, like that. I realized some of them are not in high school. All of them, at the very least, are in college, university, and I'm like, that's kind of refreshing.
They have to be legal. Then
That,
that's why.
yeah, and I'm like, finally, adults, like actual like worries about adult like shit and stuff like that. And then aside from that, a little bit of culture and all that stuff. Because then, like, sometimes they put their own cultural tidbits into it where I'm like, oh, this is new and interesting because I never knew about that.
Who the fuck redeemed a jump scare when I'm eating? Who did it? Who did it?
Please don't
I
choke.
could have choked. I could have choked. I could have died.
I was like, please don't.
Sorry that I'm just eating.
That's fine. I'm just rambling my heart out from like stories and shit. From like smutty stories
This is
and
interesting.
shit. But yeah, some of them are just unironically dramas. Like good, like interesting good dramas where there's actually maturity and it didn't feel like whatchamacallit. Like one of them that I already have ready for season 3. I'm in that stuff. Because I realized that I do like at least 19 in a row, and then the 20th is the tier list to put them like I read them all. I'm giving you which one is like my opinion A, B, C, D, or F tier. and stuff like that. Really, really good. Especially depending on the protagonists themselves, as well, because it's like so interesting. And for me as for me as well, you don't get too much cultural stuff in there. So some of them do like, oh, this is my experience, and then this is the other experience with this concept basically, and I'm like, ooh. I remembered one of them faintly saying like the music being played was a bachata, and I was like, like I didn't realize the author had listened to some bachata, and it was like, this sounds groovy. I don't understand what it means, and it's like the lyrics that they typed out in like Spanish natural. It was what was it? I think it was like Romeo Santos. It's like he's the one notorious for like I'ma steal your girl type of bachatas, and I'm like, oh, this is so funny, but I don't want to tell the author Sama, and I know I can never tell them because I can't communicate yet, or I can't communicate well yet. and I'm like, oh no. But I totally understand. They just like the chorus and the groovy middle before the vocals.
Wait, how did they make the chocolate donuts? I mean, cinnamon. Oh, I don't know what the fuck those are. Cinnamon.
Cinnamon?
Cinnamon. No? I don't know. They look like little cinnamons.
I'm confused. They were making donuts, and then I'm like, yeah. Did they just go on to cinnamon rolls?
I don't know, man.
Okay. Derailing, but I do like jelly filled donuts. I like the blueberry kind.
I don't like anything that's filled. I'm walking away. No, chat, don't clip it. Chat, please. I made a mistake. I made a mistake.
I said nothing.
Okay, let me rephrase that. With food, I don't like anything that's filled. Like jelly donuts, like jelly churros. Like I don't like that stuff because I don't like taking a bite and then all of a sudden it's like Gushers, right?
Oh
I don't
man,
know,
but
it's
Gushers is like
me.
nostalgia. Oh wait, no. Okay, what about solids like Whoopers? Whoopers?
Oh no, I don't like filling stuff.
Ah.
I don't know why.
Well, it's not filling, but it's like layers. Like maybe even. Oh wait, like Reese's cup as well.
Well, no, if it's layers, I don't mind. But if it's something that just like comes out at you, you know?
Ah, okay.
I'm like very alarmed.
I was thinking like solid, like first solid like layers, and then I was like, oh yeah, like liquid, like that kind of.
If
thing,
it's liquid, then it's just like unless it's like caramel, because I don't know, like caramel is like I'm okay with. But if it's like something that's jelly,
do you know those what was it called, the Wilgrim's caramel? I can't remember their names, but it was like the W caramel. It's a very old thing. Like you could get them at the dollar store as well or something like that. Mm-hmm. And they Weathers, the Weathers caramel.
I knew exactly what you were talking about, even if it was incorrect.
And it's like man, their caramel hits different, and they had a caramel gusher type one where you can like nibble on it a little bit, and then it's like a bit of smooth caramel comes out, and it's like really good, unironically. Mm-hmm. I didn't know if you meant by those as well.
I don't know. I never really had those.
I think those are the newest kinds. My my family bought those because they were like, I need them. And the funny part is that my family struggles with sweets because they would eat it all in one day.
I just don't like jelly filled stuff. I feel like nah, I'll put it like just put it on the side. I'll eat on the side. I don't like it together. Probably because I'm that type of person that I don't like food touching. So maybe that could be a thing, that I don't like food like combinations together, like the jelly filled stuff. But unless it's like stuff to like in my brain, unless it makes sense, like
stuffed crust,
like mashed potatoes and gravy, like stuff that kind of like common sense kind of go
Oh,
together.
yeah, yeah. I was gonna say stuffed crust, or like, what was it called? No. Mozzarella sticks.
Mozzarella sticks. That no. I don't know. It's weird to me.
No, it's okay. I was like, I didn't know. It was like, is that one also? The stringy cheese is really fun though.
I'm lactose intolerant, so I wouldn't even eat it.
Oh!
So like, I can't say because I've never ate it, because I know it has cheese in it. I know I'll die at that point.
Whoops.
You gotta make this an animated video of you just awkward. I'm not awkward. I'm listening. What
No, she's eating. Yeah,
I finished
I
my food
already
now.
had, or like at the time she was eating, and I was just rambling about like I went from one thing to another.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She took the I finished my food and I'm still hungry.
Oh, whoops.
But then again, it's like leftover, so it's not really. I would say it's like
I thought
like,
you
it's
had
like a
more
few
than one
bites.
waffle, like maybe two, like a stack, like that kind.
Yeah, it was 2 in a stack, which you can just eat like a normal.
Ah.
It wasn't separate stacks. It was just two waffles together where you cut up and eat 2 at the same. So I'm already done. I'm good.
Oh
I'm
my
Gucci.
goodness. Anyway, grocery wise, speaking of waffles, have you seen like it was like Belgian made or something like that? I thought it was like a bit like I don't know. I felt like a bit of an insult, but it was like PB&J with waffles as the
What?
buns. Yeah,
Peanut butter and jelly with.
yeah, I was like, what in tarnation is this atrocity? It was like it was like, you know, peanut butter like triangle sandwiches, right? Like just original like classic and stuff like that. And then I see PB&J, but instead the triangle is the waffle parts, and I was like, what is going on? Like the place that I first started to work in had those for like a special, but I was like, it's made in Belgium. I don't
Finished your
believe
food,
that.
But it wasn't food. What does this mean? It wasn't. It was just. I don't know.
It was something, yeah. But
It was something to eat.
anyway, as I was saying, like they have bizarre new specials whenever they came out during the season, and that felt like an atrocity, and I can't believe it is kind of real. And I was like, I no, just no. Oh, and then like grapes, basically. I talked about like cotton candy grapes. But in our like the store, the mega store, it exclusively had mint peaches or candy cane flavored peaches, where it was a peach, but then you ate it, and then it has peach flavored and like candy cane minty flavor as well. And I didn't know how to feel about this because I felt the cotton candy grape one was a lot better than this one. And I bought it. And I was like, I don't know. I hate the scientists that are making our foods like candy-like, but still. I was like, it wasn't bad, but I was torn.
I don't know, man.
And it was
I'm not much of a candy person.
Ah.
I'm a dessert person. Like I like the sponginess of dessert. But I don't like icing, like for example, like cake. I like the icing of a cake, but for sure hell I'll eat the sponge bit. Oh,
Hang on. Your mic decided to robotize you.
I'm crashing.
Oh no. Is it because of the bandwidth?
Because it's more than 3 hours.
Oh, is it when 3 hours hits your thing dies?
Yeah, like I kind of off the internet. Everybody except me.
Oh shit. Okay, that's fine.
So it's bandwidth. Like now I'm going to everybody in my house.
Oh. No. I get that whenever what was it, like the band, like the bandwidth is getting used so much by a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. It's like, yeah, we can end it here. Oh wait, actually, it's almost gonna be midnight. Yeah, I must sleep for what was it, work hours? I totally forgot. Where's my captured thing? Is this it? Yes. Okay. They could still hear the what you'll call it in the background. But yeah, this was a fun but also like scrub, but also like I don't know. It was still funny. With technical difficulties. Yeah. All right, I'm bringing my hands down. Wait. Oh no. Uh, 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 uh. Eventually, I'll get my. Eventually, I'll put everything in order. Yay! Oh, but yeah. Oh yeah. Let me make you bigger. Actually, let me. Oh wow. Oh no. Oh okay. Cool. I was like, oh no. Did I do something wrong?
No, that was Discord.
Okay. I guess Discord decided to die a little, but at least my encoder didn't die. Let me make you bigger as well for this. There you go. But yeah, I'll thank the chat for absolutely coming to this very technical difficulties scruff stream. Absolutely. My apologies for not doing as much Spanish as I would because yeah, I had no clue. My brain decided to go like maybe I should do it, but maybe not, and I keep forgetting. But also we have Aya as well. So here's Aya if you want to do like an outro as well. You're free to do so. Yeah.
Hola, yo estoy Aya. Yo no sé mucho español, pero yo no sé. I'm here. Hi, I'm Aya. Thank you. Kind of scuff skirt stream. And hopefully
yeah, your what was it? Your podcast like ended before mine. Big sad. I see it.
It's crashed. It's trying to start, but it's not starting up.
It's 3 hours and everyone else is using the bandwidth. I feel ya. At least I have my mines. At least at the very end, it was able to. But yeah, this was really fun and stuff. I hope maybe in the future I could do a lot better and hopefully get that nice 60 FPS Raft experience.
Oh God. That is a dream.
Yeah. But yeah. Oh, technically it's almost like 4 hours, but I didn't even realize it. But yeah, it was really fun. I have to go to sleep for like work stuff tomorrow and stuff like that. It could be longer, but as I saw on your side, your streamy thing decided to just die at 3, which I didn't know. Oh my goodness! Afterwards, have you ever tried to do a sleep stream?
A sleep stream? My internet went back up. We're back live on my end, but a sleep stream?
Fuck.
No. I never try to do a sleep stream. What would you even do? As a VTuber, just...
No, I would just have, like, the thing track my face whenever I sleep and stuff like that. Or, like, the chat would try to make a noise that's, like, sort of just wake you up or startle or something like that if you had the capacity to do that. But I didn't. But I did track, like, my face or something like that when I was sleeping. I did it for Christmas, basically, because I was, like, it was before I got accepted for IRL job and stuff like that. So I was like, might as well. It's my first and last time ever doing that, and I know I never am able to do a subathon. To be fair, unless I'm like fully stable and stuff like that. But yeah, I was like, it's my first and last time. I might as well do it to end off the year that I did some progress. It was pretty nice.
Put on your headphones and turn on your speakers. What happens if they're like, "Hey Siri, where do I live?" Siri, don't.
Oh, that's. Oh, that is
Hey Siri, where is work? No, shut up, Siri. Okay, I'm done.
Oh, that's on you. That's on you. I think I disabled all my like hey Googles basically. Oh yeah. Hola, Sir Danny. Buenas, buenas. Welcome, welcome. Ya nos vamos. Tengo que ir a dormir.
Hey, I've seen a lot of sleep streams that kind of do that, where like they dox the person.
Yeah, I was like, it sounds fun on paper, but depending on like all the stuff that you have up, like like how risky it would be. Like for me at least, it wasn't risky because I didn't have like TTS on or anything like that. But yeah, I just decided to be normal, chilling or something like that.
I'm just gonna wear headphones so nobody can say that. But alright. Well, you have a great one, Vin. You gotta go to bed.
Yeah, I'm going to bed. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching, and you have a good day, night, and or evening. And thanks Aya for just the collab. I never asked because I'm like fucking nervous as heck sometimes to even reach out for a collab or even have an idea for a collab. Yeah.
Okay. Pues
Alright.
hasta luego.
Good night.
Good night. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Thank